quests and chaos. We're the Chaos Agents, and we are going to have an all-night session of movie talk.
Yes!
I would not put it past
Someone, please.
Could we in character?
We just spent 20 minutes discussing movies, so you don't have to sit through it.
Yeah.
Uzo went to the Nickelodeon.
Really though, having like an every month movie talk session thing might not be the worst idea.
To get it out of it.
Yes.
I'm still waiting for my VOD upload. You know what I mean? I'm looking out for it.
Oh!
Shots fired.
Across the bow there.
Yeah. Speaking of bows.
Yeah.
Cave Raider, Bach, Gordon Biersch, Dan Gordon, and Dean Biersch.
There it is.
Started a company. And then they split it.
They sell
Because
liquids.
the state of California decided that to punish them.
What?
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
Wow.
So, yeah. Anyway, so Dan Gordon runs Gordon Biersch Brewing Company. Mm-hmm. He no longer has a stake in his own restaurant chain.
Why?
Wow.
Because the state of California was lobbied by other,
Beer companies?
yeah, pretty much,
Oh.
and passed a law that you can't own a brewing company that sells in stores and also a brew pub.
Are you serious?
What?
That is the most
When
ridiculous
did that
thing I've
happen?
ever
When did
heard.
that come out? When did that happen? 50s? 60s?
No, five to 10
That
years
would
ago.
never
No
happen
way.
in Alaska.
Young people come out to vote.
Wow.
Have to vote.
Exactly.
Because
Vote
shit
out
like
the
this will
Democrats.
happen.
That would never happen in Alaska.
In California, because they are the one-party system is broken, no matter which side you're on.
Yes.
Fair.
Alrighty. So, thank you, Gordon Bear. All right, now we're on to the Nord Games. Nord Games Luck Deck. We're using it tonight.
Yes.
Critical Hit Deck still hasn't made its way over here. It's,
I
Nord
very carefully
Games,
leave it on the shelf every week.
Nord Games Luck
Oh
Deck.
man, you gotta get up to get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
I know it's all over there.
Spike uses it in our home game every 2 weeks, and that deck, I hate that deck.
I don't believe that there should be that type of trauma in this type of show. This type of. I wouldn't want it in a home game.
Well, you can have it range in severity from inconvenience to mortal wound.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You
you're not
can't
supposed-
lose a leg and
you're
then
not
go
s-
about the story like nothing happened.
Well,
I
and,
mean, it demands
In
attention. You
Cyberpunk,
have
maybe.
to.
Yeah.
well, and you're not supposed
Get
to
a
use the
crutch.
mortal wound one until like 15th level or something anyway. So it shouldn't affect you more than like an inconvenience.
Yeah.
It's DM discretion
Anyway,
as it
but
should be.
the luck deck is amazing. Sorry, Tiana, for cutting you
yes.
off right there. The luck deck is amazing. Use our special code chaotic20 for 20% off your order, and then use our link nordgamesllc.com/3.html.
Nord Games Luck Deck, two-party system. You want the red. You want the blue. You don't want the red.
I have many
true.
projectiles over here.
That is really funny because I want the red. All right.
I have so many projectiles over here you don't even know.
Life.
Right now, you should put your photo in the Discord that you just took of us.
Oh!
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My phone is out there.
Tweet
Like
my
a
face.
good person.
I'm all like,
Yeah.
So
Mine is silly and I love it.
World Spinner has their portrait workshop going on right now. They are blasting through their.
stretch
Blasting
goals.
through.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
blowing us up.
They're getting through their stretch goals. There's draconics in there, and they're down a few.
Yeah.
So
We need to get for
So
Mayhem.
share that
We-
so we can get.
Yeah.
So
We have everything
that-
that we need for Natrix.
I mean, look, I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't have a lot of inside info. I'm guessing that those are going to be available as add-ons that you could purchase later on. Mm-hmm. But if enough people sign up, you get them for your $10 right
what's
now.
up.
You don't have to buy them separate. So
Yeah.
That's what's up.
share it with your friends. bit.ly/foxyportrait.
Check
That
it
tells
out.
them that you came from here. Look at these mugs. Look at these.
Right? And
And the coffee.
And I have
Yeah,
it,
there it is. There it is.
and I have it on reasonable authority that this will be something that'll be available through them later.
Nice.
There it is.
Spit take.
I
know a
say I
guy.
got an email from Darren.
Okay.
So that's awesome. Go do that. Yeah.
You should also check out our Discord. I just posted the photo of us taking a selfie on it. Super fun, and our community members are the bomb.
Yeah, they're
I should
amazing.
know.
I hang out in the Discord pretty much every day. People are great.
Yeah.
Speaking of our community, can I have one moment here?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Well,
can.
today is my nephew Cade's 13th birthday.
Oh!
13th birthday.
Lucky number
That's
13.
right.
That's
Cheers.
And, yeah, cheers, cheers.
Officially a teenager.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
God.
right. Right, and his mother's having a great time of it.
It's gonna be rough.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kate. And she made him a D20 cake.
That picture is so
You should
awesome.
put that in the Discord.
Yes, you
It's
should.
really fucking
Yeah, I
really
will.
should.
I will. I'll put it in.
So that is awesome. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right, the next thing on my list we're not doing because that was from like 4 weeks ago. We're gonna get down to bits. How many did you have?
4.
At least.
I think you had like 1.
No, we had 4. We had 4.
Okay, I trust that she watched it because I thought we had 3. But
Which is,
I'm always going to opt for more
just take
bits.
4.
You guys
Yeah.
might have been at 3.
I thought
think we were at
so.
3.
Don't
think we're
believe
at
me,
3.
Thomas.
Well,
Don't believe
But if
it.
this is a majority vote, I'm going to say 4.
No, I think we're at
it's
3.
3. I think
Yeah,
it's 3.
yeah.
I mean, if you didn't write it down, man.
It was getting down. It was-
Yeah, we were
That's
using
fair.
those. We were using those.
There
I don't-
are-
I don't
how many,
remember.
How many went in there last night? Does anyone, Bo, do you remember?
6.
6 went in there, it means there's 16. So, 9 away.
Cool.
We have 1,000 bits from the Hefner
Hey!
for you guys.
Ooh.
so much, sir.
Thank you.
I'm always
Hef.
surprised now when they come to us.
No, wait for
It's
it.
in my hand.
I haven't seen anything in
Wait
Discord.
for it.
Has Hef seen the episode? Like,
What, last episode?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was
was-
in chat. The cult is angry.
The cold is angry.
I would like to see some action happen here.
Yeah, no.
You guys are running around doing things. Ted is stone.
Winter Nightingale is over there like, if they don't fix Ted, we riot.
What about fixing his axe, though? Come on.
I'm just like, just knock off a limb or two. It's fine. And you're moving him.
We can glue this, right?
1,000 bits from the
Not that
Hefner.
Thank you.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
called
There
it.
Oh,
it is. Thank you.
okay.
Throwing this.
We have 500 bits from the Mighty Meeple.
Hey.
Hey.
Who won the giveaway?
Liber-
Yes.
Yeah, the Liber
The Liber
Arcana,
Arcana deck?
which I am still using.
The Mighty
Actually,
Maple. You're not
wait,
taking the
no,
ones that I
Mighty
gave
Maple.
you.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm using the ones that are going to be sent to you.
Plot twist.
I am using the same ones, but that are Tiana's.
So the
No, they're
so
bows, because I gave them to Bo.
the interesting thing about these dice is I thought that they were green until I put them up here, and then there's purple in there and a little bit of blue.
I'm going to hold these until you guys decide ownership, all right?
We just did.
They're bows. I gave them to him.
Warren's right.
Wait.
The Mighty Meeple to Ruckus because he always needs it.
Yeah.
Proof.
And I can't.
Thank you,
100
Meeks.
bits.
In the weirdest way.
The Meeple and I
Yeah.
now share dice. That sounded bad. I'm sorry. Let's just move on. Keep going. Move
Well,
past
I feel
it.
like phonetically it sounds bad, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
pretty cool.
It's great.
It turns out you can put words in any arrangement you want.
What? What?
I just discovered this yesterday.
The only thing stopping us is society.
Blew my mind.
You would say we love this game.
We love
Not
that.
syllables.
I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Only
We've
words.
devolved
Oh,
completely.
okay.
Always
I
dumb.
devolved too much.
I'm about to start talking about how great Hoobastank is.
Okay. All
I
right.
got knocked
Well,
down
sorry,
again.
please, I don't know
This was
anything
a-
about the band other than the name, please. Rav Starburger with 500 bits because
Thank
it's
you, G.
Tiana Tuesday.
Hey!
What?
And we have 500 bits from Squeal the Bard.
Thank you, sir.
For
Squeal.
Bo's excellent choice of vest.
Oh, thank you.
Different than yesterday's vest.
Yes, that's correct. Because it's not keying, I bet.
That's
Sorry.
a little,
yeah.
a little
Yeah, it was a little. I'm not going to wear that one again, but.
It was a little, it wasn't too bad from
There
what
were
I
a
was seeing on
couple
my
of more
phone anyway.
issues yesterday.
Bow in 3D.
Aubrey's also her
Oh, really?
tight pattern on her sweater. So that is going to do it for, well, maybe not, because we went. Anything that comes in until after the recap, we'll throw out as well. Wow, holy cow.
Yeah,
7-Eleven.
Go.
Go.
Look at that.
Go, man.
not even 10 minutes
All right.
from when we actually
so,
started.
That's the magic number.
That's true. Movies.
No.
I just saw Bad Boys 1 and 2.
Did you really?
I did.
Which one did you like? I'm just kidding.
Best gunfight scene. Bad Boys 2.
Oh.
Against the wall. With
The one from Hot Fuzz, where they're jumping.
That's
through
real
the
good
air,
too. Yeah.
shooting
yeah.
guns
While
screaming,
shooting 2 guns while screaming.
Hi,
Ah.
guys.
Okay.
Nope.
Last time on Chaos Agents, they pulled into port with a roll that was unnecessary.
Hot.
Which I won't do again. If you're gonna just get in there, I'm like, don't roll. Why would you? Anyway,
Not one.
DM advice: if they're going to succeed, don't make them roll.
There it is. There it is.
I suppose. I mean, in that one, maybe you would have plowed into something.
No.
But if you leave it up to the dice,
So you guys pulled in, and Uzo, as you were pulling in, got a message from Johnson that plans had changed. There was an issue. Stace wasn't going to leave without the other prisoners. So, not knowing if it was a trap, if it was not, you came on board. You talked to the dockmaster for a bit. He showed no knowledge other than you were there to buy Johnson's freedom.
Mm-hmm.
You went up and you met with a high priest who had an amazing accent.
Very distinguishable.
I liked it. It's worth mentioning, I feel, that they put our name down in their ledger.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
You were checked in, the irregular Phoenix checking in.
yeah. And who else checked in?
The Chimera.
Yeah, was there.
Under the command of Admiral Colton.
We're going to have an interesting conversation later, I imagine.
This feels plotty.
He was there not, a week or two? Maybe a week ago.
You said 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys were running around doing things.
Getting high in the forest. On mushrooms.
We were going into the stupid dungeon of the Mad Mage.
That was awful.
Oh my god.
That was that was a bonding moment. We killed thespians together. Come on. They were innocent, and that bonded
still
us.
regrets that.
Because now we all have to regress it.
Do you remember Uzo murdering the guy in cold blood?
With Andraste
cold blood?
standing there like
It was
Hands were
not.
tied behind his
Yeah.
At this point, I was trying to be humane, man.
that. That was when we implemented.
You're the one who gave him hit points. All right, just end it.
Humane is doing it in his sleep.
Well,
at least.
and that was when we introduced the coup de grace rules because
Yeah.
it was like that was why.
So the Dungeon of the Mad Mage was great.
So
Seize the
Janine was a guest star in this program in October
Oh my god.
Time has flown.
when I thought it would just be
A couple episodes.
3 episodes. She would be in this program. We'd get Stace. Everything would be fine. Moving on.
Ha. Ask Mo about that in
end.
Akupara.
Oh my god.
Almost of January.
Lithania City was supposed to be 4 months ago.
But it's been like 3 days in game, right?
Oh, I mean, Lithania City's totally different. It's been raised by giants. You missed out. Man, you slowed everything down. Everyone's dead now.
Because of the mayhem. Get it.
Screaming from another dimension.
So,
But stuff happened here.
yeah.
On this
It
show.
did? I
On
don't
this
know.
show.
We should probably handle like this show.
So you guys then met with the high priest. You purchased the freedom of Donovan Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Madness?
I didn't realize that until I wrote it out and then read it.
And Fred Don Johnson.
Okay. I'm just trying to come up with a name that was
That's not Dave?
unique. Wasn't Dave. Something that I don't want to use long term.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, it has to be not a throwaway name, but not this is a great name I want to use for a long time.
Right.
So Donovan came up.
It is.
And I had
you hear
already
that,
called him
Donovans
John.
out there? Your name is middling.
Thomas. That's in the boring blah blah blah.
yeah.
So that's a throwaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea of just all the Donovan names, and now the Thomas names are removed. Like, no, we're not supporting.
So
I mean, I know like 5 Aarons. Aaron's a pretty common name.
How dare? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
There's definitely not an error in my
Aaron
words.
is not.
You beat me to it.
So, you guys were then brought with the guards, Jakat and Tajaj, something like that.
Jakat.
Bless you.
Jakat and Takash,
Gosh.
who were twins, carrying these staffs made of a spine that were infernal beings, and with a blade that would send you to Avernus if you died by it.
Oh.
You jumped them in the corridors of the Grand Hotel.
No one picked that item up, eh?
No,
No,
we did not.
If it struck you,
We left.
you left, and I'm okay with this.
YouTube comments. Definitely, Bob Johnson was definitely wondering why you didn't pick it up. However,
Apollyon.
I will tell you this now, unless you're going to swim back for it. It's a good thing you didn't.
Okay.
Cursed item?
No.
More than that. Yeah.
A blessed item?
Just have a demon with me at all times. It's fine. It's fine.
You literally.
I mean, you do in your sword.
Yeah, right?
It's not a demon. You don't know that.
We don't not know that.
We don't not know that exactly.
It was a
Right.
devil, because it was infernal.
Devils are
Okay.
just demons with more paperwork.
Sounds like demons with more steps.
Demons are chaos incarnate.
with more paperwork. Exactly.
Chaotic evil. All right. So you guys then went, you dispatched them.
I was like, is this the Romulans and the
Yeah.
Vulcans? No?
Can't talk about TV shows.
Sorry.
That's a movie, actually.
Ah.
Thank JJ.
It's several.
Jar
Sorry.
Jar Abrams.
So,
I'm done.
We left the staff.
yeah.
Okay.
You
Yes.
left the staffs.
Pick the gods.
You left a room full of animals as well. There a bear, a hyena,
I actually
I have
all
it.
I have all
A
the
jackal,
a jackal.
a baboon,
Giant elk, I'm
Dude.
sure. A giant elk.
Yep.
weasel, elk, boar, jackal, baboon,
Man,
and bear.
You're welcome.
Had big plans for those guys. Never got to use them.
They'll reset.
You can use them tomorrow.
Ooh, that's right.
Assuming we all live to that.
You then, with the help of your familiar, Spite, made your way down to the cellars without being discovered, stopping, changing your path a few ways to avoid being discovered. Johnson had hidden a key. He opened up the doors. You went in, dispatched the 2 guards, and freed the prisoners.
I didn't even get to my turn. It was that fast.
There were 2 kind of lonely guards there. You then came up with a plan to surround the prisoners with yourselves dressed in cultist robes and make your way to the ship. You made it about halfway there before somebody started questioning, and at which point you made a break for it. You hit the docks. Harbor Master had a blade, had a Kumara through him.
Yep. Took the body, carried it up.
Is it on the ship?
I would say they probably would take it on there. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Also
Alright.
took the ledger, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Kipling had asked him to go and steal that. Mm-hmm. And the swashbuckling halfling that he is,
Okay. Okay.
Made it happen.
he he got there before Remy. It's just fun, Bo.
That's fair. That's fair. I get it.
Remy's fun, so I have my own Remy.
There it is.
So then you guys took off. At which point the mangonels or the trebuchet started launching boulders.
Makes sense.
Out of turn, so you should have, in rounds. Pretty much, we're going to be in initiative for this next little bit. Uzo blasted one, but missed.
It missed.
You missed
yeah.
it, and it missed the ship.
I tried and missed.
And then Ruckus, with the most brilliant idea of them all,
Tried and missed, but gracefully.
used the jump spell to jump and put himself in this 100-pound boulder flying through the air.
Bring it on. Physics.
And missed as it flew by him.
His
but-
AC was that good.
That's what it was.
I'm a hero.
And launching off the back of the ship that way, the ship moved out, and you fell down probably more than 60 feet.
Uh-oh.
But, I mean, that's all taken care of.
Yeah.
Belly flopped with a natural 1
That's right.
into the water.
You have the damage.
And
Graceful.
Heroically.
heroically,
Keep
actually
using that word.
heroically,
I
the
do not
first
think it
mate
means what you think it
launched
means.
off of the ship to save his friend. And
That's got to be a morale increase.
You said that at the end of the
Yeah.
show, too.
He said another +1, whatever the base was.
I mean, it was, like, subterranean at
do
one
I have to
point.
keep track of these?
Yes.
I don't see morale on here.
Oh yeah.
Let's roll some initiative.
Okay.
What dice? Oh no, wrong dice. What dice do I trust?
22.
Nice.
Jeebus.
Like plus what? Oh, initiative.
No, Alexandra was absurd as well. She had like a plus 13 to her initiative.
A plus 13. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
It's also
awesome.
like 15 levels, so.
Yeah, I can't call those animals back.
Did I miss one of Baroness? Did I miss one of these?
Yes, 3 fingers. 16.
Yes. 3 fingers 60. If the players sing a shanty.
Shanty? Sing me a dirge, matey.
Does it have to be all of us?
Toss a coin to you.
That's good enough. You got it.
To your Ruckus!
3 fingers 60. Toss a coin to your Ruckus.
To the company.
Yes, something
One
about
to
your
my loss.
inspiration coin to your Ruckus.
This'll
Good.
do.
I like it.
I think it's better than the versions I've heard.
All right.
Okay.
Uzo,
Oh,
what is your number?
Lawrence does.
It's amazing.
It's really good.
Remy,
Yes.
what is your inspiration or your initiative? number?
22. Good, sir.
Andraste.
7.
Holy shit.
7.
I have a plus 1 to my initiative.
Ruckus.
17.
Yeah.
Oh, that's math.
Yes.
No, it's just arranging them on
Yeah,
the.
no. Yep.
Now you do it.
I did.
Oh, cool.
And he was fast about it too.
Okay, don't bring that up.
Because I'm using these Libris Arcana dice that I'm going to send to the
Hey.
meeps. All right. Remy, top of the lineup. Your first mate just jumped overboard.
Okay. I turn. I just told everyone to head
Yeah.
for Salt Marsh.
Salt Marsh.
Yes.
And he also said full speed ahead.
Yeah, yeah. And I want to relay one more thing. I'm going to, as I'm saying this, I'm throwing Winthorpe out, and
Just yeet that guy.
no, I'm going like this, and he goes off. And I say, maintain a straight line away from the island first, and then to Salt Marsh. And I look through the eyes of Winthorpe as it's flying off to see where these guys are, and to better judge the distance that we are, try and get an idea of how far we have to go before those trebuchet are out of range.
Gotcha. You 60 feet around.
60 feet around is what
60
we
feet
go.
around.
How far until they're out of trebuchet range?
Yeah, that's the question.
Trebuchet have the same range characteristics as cannon.
We should be out of
We're-
range.
we're close
then,
to out of range, if not
because
out of
they're on
range.
top of that building.
They're back.
And inland.
And we were about like 200 feet when we,
We should be
left
pretty
the
close to
building.
being out of range.
I'm sorry, it's the 200, 800. That's the trebuchet.
Oh!
Yeah.
So how far inland is that building?
It's 15, 20 feet. It's not.
What?
Not far.
No, I thought you said we were 100 feet away.
Yeah.
Right? You said it's 100 feet that we had to go
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
yeah.
building to the
Right.
docks.
100 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
So
I
100 feet from
teleported
there.
with
Yeah, yeah.
Stace directly to the quarter.
So 100 feet, and we did one round, so we are currently at around 160
So the
feet
boat
away
will move on your initiative.
on my initiative.
Top
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I give the command.
So you're about 160 out.
Straight on.
And
We go that 60.
And these two guys are 100 feet out. And
Okay.
60 from the ship.
Okay. I give the command to Clint to drop a dinghy. And so I'll tell him, Mr. Clint, drop a dinghy immediately for them. And it's very serious. Drop a dinghy.
He's like, do you have toilet paper?
There is no way to say dinghy gracefully.
It's true.
There's no way to say drop a dinghy.
Yeah, it's true. So as I'm looking through, all of a sudden it comes back. I shout that to them, and I tell us to maintain our course.
All right.
And my turn.
There you go.
Oh. Really?
Yep.
Oh, they roll really well.
How many of them
disadvantage.
are they?
Yeah, but they still.
They're in 200.
But how many?
It was
of them?
160. We have 60 feet, so we're at
You are
220.
100. You went 60. You're at 160.
Oh, I thought you were saying that we were at 160.
You are now at 160.
Got it.
On your turn.
Got it. Okay.
So,
Damn it.
the trebuchets have launched their stuff. They're reloading.
I was going to say, can they reload that fast?
They take 3 turns, right? Reload.
If cannon
Aim.
does.
Then fire?
Trebuchet are a little different, but cannons are firing now.
Ah, okay.
So, and they are not. They're not out of range yet. So they are straight rolls. There are 5 of them.
What's the ship's AC?
20 to hit.
Oh.
Is this it?
So it is firing.
It does not say.
Armor class 18.
Armor class 15 is the
Is the ship?
hull. Armor class 12 are the sails.
Okay. And oars, which we don't have.
You do not have oars, so I will actually roll a.
It's got to be disadvantage.
It's a D3. Not yet.
200 feet to disadvantage?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
only at 160.
Okay.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the sails. So 6. It hits the sails.
Oh.
I need to get some more D10. So the cannons, they're cannons as well. These are actually going to be longer cannons, so they're only doing 40-10.
Only.
Okay.
But they have to break 15. So on that sheet shows you the 15 damage threshold. So if it only does
Oh, I see.
14 points of damage to the ship, it takes no damage at all.
So that's for the hull?
I believe that's for all of the items. Maybe not.
It
It
does-
will say right there.
It
not.
only says it under the hull. Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, so that's going to be 35 points of damage. I'm
So
sorry.
the sails?
That is totally not right. 25, 26.
Okay.
I read a 10 on this die as 10 the first time. I'm like, oh no, it's a 1.
Did,
Sails are at 74.
26.
So
does
sails-
that affect the speed?
Yes, it does.
Does. You're minus 10 for every
5.
20.
Minus 5.
Minus 5.
According to this.
For every
minus
25.
5 for every
Minus
25.
For every, 25 points of damage. Second.
Are you going to call out what you're aiming for before?
Sails are under here.
I can, yeah. The second
is-
one, no matter what it's
So
aiming
this
for,
is-
flies
this is
past.
how
Okay.
sails.
You're right. I need to do that. So you know. The third one is going for the helm,
Oh, geez. Where I
which
am.
is a
18.
God, we're in the wire.
I'm up there next to you.
22 to hit.
That
helm.
is-
Oh my God.
Damn! We're going straight ahead now, so we don't really need the helm as much.
Two of us are there.
But you're standing there? Yeah.
You guys are standing there.
Here we are.
Okay. It is most likely hitting your quarters rather than on top.
Ha ha.
If it was the trebuchet, it'd be hitting on top. But
It's more of a.
Just get in my room.
19 points of damage to the helm.
Okay, so we are at 31.
The fourth one is going to hit the sails. 18, 20, 25 points of damage. You're down to
50.
50. And the last
49.
shot will also hit
Yeah, we're
the
down to
sails.
50.
come on.
Movement speed.
Wait, oh, cue the music.
Oh,
Yeah,
But
since
come
you're
on.
going to throw us right into combat, give us some
I
music.
didn't really plan on combat.
Oh, man.
Bull.
yeah, right.
I saw you working
At
on
most.
stuff.
I hope we don't get there. The stuff I was working on.
I kind of hope we do, just because that's pretty, but
Yeah. I mean, this is already.
I want to get 2 smaller ships so that we can do like massive, combat. Because it's 2 giant ships, which will be great when you guys are blowing
Yeah.
each other up.
blowing
each
them
other.
up.
You see what I mean? You can put words in any order you want.
Giggity,
It doesn't matter.
Went there
why didn't they
exactly the same
him his own
time.
show?
Right?
Right?
Really? What?
So anyway, we are in combat.
Why did you watch Cleveland?
Oh my God.
Did you watch
I
it?
did. I did. But also, I
will
didn't want to
kill
see
all
the
of
Quagmire
you.
show.
I didn't either.
What I
was
just hit the
turned
sails. Did I tell you the damage?
Yes, you
Yes.
Basically
We're down
dead.
to 10.
What damage did I tell you?
did. You told me 25, so we are currently at 49 of 100 on the sails.
Okay. I did not tell you the damage because it is
To the helm
did.
now. The damage to the helm.
Oh, yeah.
No, you told me the damage to the helm was 29,
So this was the.
and the sails was 25.
Yeah, that was the fourth one.
I rolled. Okay.
This is what happens when you derail into movie talk.
That only happens for
Let me
milliseconds.
do music.
Turn it up.
Yeah, that's
All
what it
right,
was.
So this will be the last shot. The final fifth shot is hitting the sail again.
Sweet Jesus.
I mean, it's smart.
It's also random. 21 points of damage.
We're not down to 15.
We're not, yeah.
So
Just sitting down.
that is.
Does the crew get to go and we get to direct them on repair or fire back or like do they get a turn?
I don't know. The person who fires back is currently in the water.
Well,
Don't
hold
worry,
on,
he's
hold
got a
on.
plan.
Hold on. Whose turn is it? Because it's initiative.
It is initiative. It is Ruckus's turn.
Okay. Yes, I am in the water. I'm
So
thinking about
you-
heading
I
back
left
to the
Winthrop
ship.
watching them, by the way.
Okay, so you are in the water
Yeah.
currently, stinging. Like that was you know, your armor took a lot of it. Your face had no armor on it though.
Is Uzo there to see me yet?
How far away am I? I can't be that far.
You're gonna be 30 feet away.
Okay.
Okay, what Uzo sees is just after the stinging, just and there's like screaming underwater and a lot of air bubbles escaping. Very upset, like that didn't work. And
And you immediately also realize you can breathe underwater. Your swim speed is your speed.
oh, sick. Okay, yeah.
I don't know if that's in there, but your swim speed is your speed.
I could look. But I will go. Noticing where Uzo is, I guess you're swimming towards me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start swimming towards the ship. I don't
You'd
know
have
what
to go
else I would
past
do.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I really wouldn't want to go towards the shore. I wish I could control them, the animals, but I don't think there's anything I can do from here. So I'm gonna swim straight toward that ship.
Are you going to dash and use
Towards Uzo.
and get 60 feet?
You could reach the ship if you dash.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
So you just start swimming, and having never swum in this armor before, you are going way fast. You're actually going twice as fast as you thought you would. You thought that you would use all of your movement and action to get to Uzo.
Can I pretend actually that I save Uzo instead?
No.
Well, so you use your movement.
Yeah.
You reach Uzo. What are you gonna do?
All right. We still have 6 seconds to discuss something.
Uzo,
You hear bubbles.
Ruckus, you idiot! What were you thinking?
I was saving the ship.
At least you're alive.
What do we do?
We get back to the ship, you moron!
Oh! And I kick off of Uzo.
So
I mean, Uzo hit all the points I was gonna hit.
so then you dash
Sweet.
another 30 feet. You are at the ship. However,
there is a rope hanging down the back.
It should be trailing a
It
little
will
bit.
be.
Yeah.
No, like we got up, we got up to the bridge and I kicked a rope off over
There's
the
also a
edge.
dinghy. Is that
He hasn't put it down yet.
okay?
Yeah.
I mean, if Ruckus gets up here fast,
Go yet.
yeah.
All right. Uzo.
After seeing Ruckus take off, he kind of like simmers. There's steam coming off of him. He's so upset. And can I do a perception check for animals in the water?
Sure.
Give it to me, baby.
Oh, damn.
That's going to be an 18.
Saw them live.
18. There is
Yeah.
a number of
really
animals.
Can I make out what they are?
You see one of them much larger than the others. There's maybe 3. I mean, you see there are schools of fish.
Okay.
There are octopus around. There are 3 predators in the water as well.
In addition to
The schools of fish and
the big
and
thing.
octopus and things. No, yeah, 3 and the big thing. from where you are, one of them definitely is a shark.
Okay. Remember that.
I would get a card.
Yeah.
Oh.
That kind of ooh.
Uzo takes out his geyser and starts to swim towards the ship. But at the same time, he calls out underwater for help.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. So the geyser is going to double your swim speed. So you can make 60 if you use your action to swim.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Or your move.
Just use my move to swim up to the ship.
Okay.
Or yeah.
So your move
Not
plus
onto the ship.
geyser.
I want to stay in the water.
You reach Ruckus and the ship. You
Yeah.
still have an action.
Bonus action to talk to the
Okay.
animal.
All right. Sounds
Hold
good.
my action. Hold my attack action.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. So you.
I feel like I'm alongside the ship enough to allay everybody's fears that I'm alive and can take care of myself.
You're underwater.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys.
Can't really track me in the water? No? Okay.
You know-
Never
You
mind.
guys aren't underwater. You're in the water, right?
I'm slightly underwater.
Okay.
Go. Somebody give me just a group perception check for.
I do have Winthorpe looking at them.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Without
So he
being
would
able to
see
tell
Perception
them
check
that he's
from
good.
Winthorpe.
Well,
Let's let me get to him real quick. Extras. For perception, that's +3, so 16.
16. Yeah, he sees shapes of, these guys at the ship.
Okay. Can I call out and tell them?
Do you know? I mean, how does Winthorpe tell you? Can he tell you?
Telepathically.
Okay.
You can see
Telepathically.
through its eyes.
yeah.
I can as an action see through its eyes.
So
or
would it-
we communicate telepathically.
Okay. And it would tell you things?
It could. It's up to you.
Okay.
Right. So
Does this little birdie tell him?
I think the precedent is there because we've been using that with Baga and
Right,
stuff like
yeah.
that in the past.
Speaks with animals.
No,
awaken mind.
beforehand. Before all that.
Yeah.
But even if it is awakened mind.
But God special.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get just sort of a ping. I mean, because you sent out to watch.
Yeah.
So you get a ping, they're at the ship.
Okay. All right. So I would just briefly relay that.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I will tell when. Let's see. Mystically belay that order. They're here at the ship.
All right. Drosty.
Yeah, she was getting ready to turn the ship and go back for them, but she heard that and said,
Who's at the steering wheel?
"Me."
Okay. You're
Would
just
not have
next to
gone
her,
well.
Ordering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what? You got there before she did, so we'll never find out. So she's at the wheel. She's gotten the order to just keep going, so she's gonna just keep going. And
Okay.
like, if there's anything near enough that she can hit with a guiding bolt or something, she will. But
Okay.
I'm getting out of range of things.
Perfect. And then
Does the crew get a go?
the crew. So Clint is belaying in order. He is telling others to stand down.
Not lowering the dinghy.
Yeah.
But, it's like, Clint, lower the dinghy. He turns around to tell somebody to lower the dinghy, and then
Belay that order.
don't do that.
Don't
I mean,
touch that
like-
thingy.
You know that there are two people who are downstairs probably loading cannons. If actually probably like priming, ready to go.
You actually primed them already.
He did.
Oh, that's right.
Prior
I
to
did.
us getting there.
So okay, so they're probably ready to fire.
No.
They're all 6
Let's.
ready to go.
Can we have them fire? How do we do that?
No, we're straight. We're showing them our ass.
That's right. We don't have a reverse cannon.
That's
we have
right.
a follow cannon.
That's right.
So,
Can we install
It's
that?
called.
So that would be in my cabin, and we're not going to do that.
So
The follow cannon is right under mine.
above.
Fine. It's around mine.
just cut a hole in the back of it in the middle of the hallway and just.
You.
You two give me d20 rolls.
Whoa. I think it's a good gasp. 15.
I'm gonna need some.
No inspiration on this.
What?
What'd you roll?
What'd you roll?
I'm gonna have to jail Andrea's dice.
I'll
It's
take
not
it.
a nat one.
I'll
It's a
take it.
2.
All right. The shark is attacking you.
A shark.
A giant shark.
So, seeing the shark come up and sensing
Yeah.
its intentions, Eldritch Blast.
You're not ready to shoot an Eldritch Blast. You need to say.
I readied
an
an
Eldritch-
action.
You said hold your action.
I said ready.
You ready to
Action.
talk?
You have
No.
to say the action you are readying.
And the trigger.
And the trigger.
All right. If I knew that was a stipulation, I would have clearly said if the thing approaching me was a hostile predator, I would have fired. But I didn't know that.
All right,
I will
all
take
right.
it.
How-
All right, shark, take your best bite. I've still got Armor of Agathis on.
That's true.
Yes.
He didn't run through all the points.
Covered by water.
That's awesome.
21 to hit.
That hits.
This is almost like a cannon. Oof. Awful roll. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
3 points of damage.
Plus 6. 9 points of damage.
Okay.
3d10.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I
3d10 plus
know
6.
that.
Oh, wait. 9 points of damage.
Oh, that's totally wrong. 1, 2, 3 is not 3. It's
It's 6.
6. So 12 points of damage.
Ah, I still have Armor of Agathis by 1, and it
And
takes 15 points.
It takes 15 points of damage. All right. So it. Let me see. Does it do?
How much HP does a shark have?
Oh. But there is now blood in the water, and you
Yeah.
see the shark starting to frenzy, as are the other 3 shapes of predators are also starting to frenzy.
So it's a shark plus 3
3
more?
other sharks, yeah. So there's a giant shark and
Ah,
other sharks.
okay. Sneaky, sneaky.
Remy.
Yeah, we move.
The ship moves 60 feet away from you.
Really?
50.
50, yes.
Sorry.
Nice.
No,
Okay.
I can work with that.
It's okay. Yeah, you guys should have grabbed onto the ship or something.
Yes.
I thought
There
we
was
There
a
was a
rope.
trailing
we said
rope.
there was a rope.
I thought that was. I guess we didn't
You
deliberately say
did
it.
not say that you grabbed the rope.
That is tactically on us.
Yeah.
So we
right.
are 210 feet away from.
So they are, everything now over there is at disadvantage.
Excellent.
I'm almost there, Cappy.
I will, as I can see what's going on, before the ship moves, I want to look over the edge. Can I see the shark that's attacking him?
Yeah, you see dark shape, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's pretty close to the Okay.
Eldritch Blast at it.
Disadvantage because it is underwater a bit.
Okay.
Wait, the owl does that?
Huh?
The owl at Eldrin's shoots it?
No, I do.
Oh,
I
okay.
do,
I
but
thought-
He's up
because
for the
the owl's
Burgess
there,
Man.
I see you guys are down there.
And Andraste is at the steering wheel, so he can run over to the edge and blast.
Anything for unseen attacker?
I mean, it's in combat, it's frenzied.
Okay.
No.
Okay, fair enough. Oof. That's plus. Let's see the spells.
You probably hit it.
Plus 7.
You hit it.
13.
You do hit it.
And then the second attack. Yeah, it hits.
Damn.
Whee! Sharks.
5 damage.
5 damage.
I'm gonna both of the,
Yeah, so it's just
the violet bolts go beneath the water. Gonna
you hear that.
yeah.
Little bubbles come up.
I scream down to Ruckus, grab the rope! 60 feet.
50 feet.
Sorry, 50 feet.
So, all right, the boat leaves you guys.
God.
Giant shark. Nope, that's not it. That is ballistas.
How far behind are the other sharks?
The other sharks are will be within range of you now.
Okay.
So, 2 trebuchets. First one at let's see where they're attacking. Man, they hate your sails. They really do.
We're about to lose our sails.
Maybe not.
Disadvantage. Oh, I have to take the low one at disadvantage?
You do, yeah. That's how that
Well,
works.
that's no fun. So that one's a miss. So that one, it's like way over. Like, you think, oh, it's going to miss. And you're like, oh, it has a lot more range still. The other one, natural 1 on the disadvantage.
Nice.
Would have hit the hull.
It should hit the shark.
No.
You gave him a long shot.
We were just there.
Yeah.
If it is the shark, it's
was gonna hit him,
hitting other people.
Yeah. I was gonna
No,
say,
close to it?
I mean, no. Like there's sharks trailing behind. Like
These were
it's
right
like we're
next to each
all
other.
kind of moving,
I thought it was
right?
a
Like it
little
can
one.
hit the pack of sharks. Come on.
Those are the 2 things that are firing this round. Ruckus.
So I would get an attack of opportunity if I wanted to run from this? Right now, the sharks? Or swim?
I'd say the shark is not threatening you.
Oh.
The other ones are within range of you. They can get to you and attack, but they're not next to you. The giant shark is Uzo's between you and it. A great buffer.
Like 3 seconds of this 6 seconds is me staring at the ship, staring back at Uzo, staring back at the ship, staring back at Uzo. I can make it up right there. I am right. And just air bubbles coming out. And I'm just swim towards Uzo and I'll slash the first shark, recalling the flamberge. I don't
All right.
remember if I threw it.
Disadvantage
Cool.
on the attack.
do you still have disadvantage with something like the armor of the octopiers?
It's made for.
You get advantage on catching octopus, though.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
Oh, dick. Oh. Also worse. I'm not better. Anyway, 3 plus 9.
You might hit it.
Is
12? Yeah. 12 to hit? 12 to hit?
does not hit.
We can
I'll add
spend
a D6.
Yeah, let's add a D6 because we know.
Use one of yours.
We
You
know
got a lot.
13
Send,
hits.
I got yours.
send the D6 over or the inspiration.
Oh, yeah. Throw that.
Yeah.
And you hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
as
know
long
it's
as it's the one.
13.
Okay, cool.
It's 13.
Yes! Alright, attack.
All right.
Get it.
Oh, yeah, one
On the
hit.
shark.
Ah! 12 total damage on this first attack.
All right.
I still get a second one underwater, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just at disadvantage. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shark blood is now in the water as well.
And I inhale it like they inhale human blood.
Oh. Do you frenzy?
No, I just get really sick. I'm just like, oh. It didn't work well. Okay, that's 9. And that's 3.
3 hits, right?
No, it doesn't.
No,
Oh,
it
that's
wouldn't.
13,
Yeah.
yeah.
9 would hit. But would that, no, because then we can't inspire for the first. Can we still, do we still inspire for the first roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But might as well just a
we,
D6
or
at
we
this
just
point.
added one
Yeah,
D6.
just do a D6 again.
Okay, cool.
You add a 1 and it hits.
Yep.
Yeah.
The AC is 13.
It's 16.
Using the 3D printed dice.
I've used
Yeah.
it more in school dice.
All right.
It doesn't matter. It's a 1 or more.
How much damage? do you
Damage.
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 Target. Crap. 7. 7 damage. 1 plus 6.
God's punishing you.
This
for
is a
saying
giant shark.
Target.
It's not it's taking damage, but it's not like it's,
Hurting.
yeah.
Well, I'm here now.
Uzo,
Do I
you have a shark in your,
vicinity?
yeah.
Do I sense that it understood me when I called out?
When you called out and you said help,
Yeah.
it said easy prey.
Okay.
Is what is that translated into? Oh, good. This person needs help. This will be easy to kill.
Bruce the shark?
And it had to
actually
happen
made
eventually.
him want to attack you way more.
Really?
Yeah.
It had to happen eventually. You had to meet an animal you couldn't charm.
Charm. All right.
No, I mean like charm, like with natural charisma.
Don't punch him in the nose.
Yes, do.
Uzo touches his amulet, and give me a second.
Cast a cantrip. Rites.
Uzo uses his amulet as he swims towards the ship. Come on, Ruckus, let's go. And 10 feet behind the shark, he puts chum, or what looks like bloody meat, in the water.
Does it smell like bloody?
Yep, it can be an odor.
What is that?
Prestidigitation, instant spark, sensory effect, shower sparks, faint music, or an odd odor. An odd odor.
It's not an illusion. You don't make.
They smell the blood.
I thought it was like an olfactory.
But I can create, it's not
chummy
an illusion. A chummy odor. More pungent than us. Behind it.
All right. First off, attack of opportunity as you leave.
Wait, it's still in my space?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said.
That's the only reason I came to help.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, use it.
I'm spending both.
Oh
of
my
mine
goodness.
to turn that 4 upside down.
4A?
2 nat 20.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Hey-o.
That's what a 4 is upside down. Who knew?
420.
Blaze it. Nice. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
38 points of damage.
Oh my
38.
god.
It takes 15.
How are you doing?
As the shark rolls.
So now I am down to 38. You said 38?
Yep.
37.
Because you had one left for armor.
So yeah, so that was that's its reaction. You go.
Wait a second. Okay, yeah. Uzo's hurting. I don't do the prestidigitation now. What do I look at it?
Yeah,
as
so you decide to swim away and you're about to grab your thing and he grabs your leg and just wrenches a chunk out of your calf as
the ice reaction.
Yeah, as you use the ice blasts him, you use your move plus the decanter to move 60 feet.
Okay.
You are at the ship.
Yeah. But how does the shark look?
Get your ass on the ship.
I still. How does the shark look?
It does not look bloodied
Really?
in 4th edition terms, yeah. Does not look like at half hit points.
Yeah, I'm out of the water. I'm at the.
You're hauling yourself out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still there.
But you're not at the opportunity.
I'm
Oh,
not.
wait.
I
Yeah,
swam.
he is.
No, I
You
swam
you
to.
are,
I swam
yeah.
to cut that thing. Swam to make a fillet. But no, that's wrong.
All right.
Andraste. Steady as she goes.
Steady as she goes, swearing under her breath in every language she knows.
All right. Now, giant shark.
Bring it on.
Oh, he has advantage.
I'm doing great.
Oh, I
dare
totally
that.
forgot he has advantage because he's frenzied.
I dare him.
I guess I didn't need to spend my inspiration.
Well, too bad.
25 to hit.
Shield. 27.
Nice.
All right. Good use of shield.
That's teamwork.
We all said it at the same time.
Good use of shield as the 3 other sharks
Good timing.
come in.
Good
at you,
timing.
all
wait,
with
what?
advantage.
It's like speed
He
race.
has
though.
27 until the end of his next
Wait.
I thought advantage on one shark.
No, he has.
no,
The
he
sharks
has-
weren't
he
there.
has
It's
shield.
Ruckus's turn.
No.
The sharks weren't there.
My
They
turn
were.
was before yours.
He said that they were
He already went.
Yeah.
able to swim up and attack this round. He said that.
These little sharks are not. Well, they're not going to be 27. That's the thing.
You're not street sharks.
Hold on.
Anybody? Yeah, there you go.
27.
Yeah.
These guys are not as big.
Beefy.
Bring it on.
For 16 points of damage.
Okay.
You know, I mean, they're like trying to get in your armor, and it's like this glowing blue thing, and you have your flambers that's also glowing. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
think this hurts me, sharks?
Remy. You can go before or after the ship moves 50 feet.
Tell them to pull me out.
I have a question.
You're on a rope right now.
I thought it was
yeah.
along the side. Okay, yeah.
There are ladders, so you're at a ladder.
Yeah.
So if the boat moves, you go with the boat.
Okay.
Maybe a strength check, but it won't be.
Oh, I was
I actually didn't use my action.
Yeah, if you want to climb up.
I climb up.
Strength check. Athletics.
And he falls back in. That's going to be, I think, I'm on the page already. What am I doing? Sorry, Remy.
Whoa.
That's
Strength check.
Athletics.
Athletics. 15.
All right. Yo, yeah, 15. Yeah, you're able to make it up the first rung of. So you're out of the water. You're halfway up the ship.
If you can, get to me as soon as you can.
Oh.
So as
Yeah,
we
blood
just
is
did
out.
this
Yeah.
thing had come and hit the helm, and we're like out of the way, come down, shoot at this thing, say belay that order. Now I am going to point to the body of the dockmaster,
Okay.
and I'm gonna order them to throw it into the sea.
Okay.
I don't know. If would it be easier for me because I want it in now. So
I mean, you have people that are right there and ready to go. So
Okay.
as soon as you say throw that body overboard, on your go, it's overboard.
okay, there we go. And then to the others. I assume this ladder is one we can pull.
It's built in
built in?
in
Okay.
the side. He's halfway up.
Okay, sounds good. So
The DC is harder lower on because it's wetter. Higher up, it's easier.
okay, I'm going to turn back to Andraste and I'm going to say, maintain course. And I am.
You've only got command of this for a few more seconds. Go.
And I don't have any spells that will really help me except mirror image. And they're supposed to move with me.
Oh God.
But if I'm standing next to the boat and I cast it, will it fall into the sea?
No, it'll always be
On the same
track,
plane, just
Yeah.
with
Got
no
it.
Yeah.
footing.
Got it.
Yeah.
because as
Okay.
you move around, they move with you, so that nobody knows where they are.
Yeah.
It's not duplicity.
All right. I will try and get down to Uzo, having. God. No, I'll just send Winthorpe to go give him the help action.
In the water?
Um,
Underwater?
Yeah. Not necessarily underwater, but somehow inspiring him to help through his presence.
Can he act as a seagull, possibly?
Yeah, just like
Dive through and come back.
He could. He could. Yeah.
Well, are you sending Winthorpe underwater?
Yeah.
That's the way to do the help action.
Yep. I will send him underwater
Okay. All right.
to help you.
Sick.
5 cannons. All at disadvantage.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Excellent.
Man, this disadvantage really blows.
You guys did it though.
So 5 with the natural 1. No, it's not true. It's plus 6. Anyway, all missed. I was just gonna try and do the stats.
Oh, thank God.
They all miss. That was 3. Miss on the 4th. Oh, 20 to hit.
That'll
Number
hit
1
Pretty much everything in the ship.
is the hole.
I
Thank
will
God.
take the hull over the sails right now.
has to be a 15.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yep.
Has to beat a 15. That is 9, 9, 6, and 6.
That'll do it.
Plus 5.
18 and 12, 30 plus 35.
18,
It has to beat a
24,
15.
30, 35.
Because it has a damage resistance.
Yeah. So 35 points damage to
So
the hull.
it has to go over that damage threshold.
That is it for that. There. Ruckus. You are surrounded now by 4 sharks.
Is there any way for me to still swim out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna take
All
a
right.
flip?
I'm gonna try, and if I can kick off of a shark this time.
So as you move out of their space, they all get tax of opportunity on you.
At disadvantage.
Yeah. Wait,
Well, they have
was
advantage. Oh, Winthorpe. So just about as you're about to go, Winthorpe flies in. No, the help gives you
advantage.
on your attack. It doesn't give you disadvantage. So-
Right.
Wait, it doesn't give them disadvantage
No.
if he like obscures their.
No.
Okay.
Inverse it? Oh, okay.
You can look up the help action.
Yeah.
I believe you.
First big shark. At advantage 20.
2 hit? No.
My bad. 24.
Shield.
Well, he still has shield up until the end of this turn, doesn't he?
No,
Or
because
is
it's
it-
the start of my turn right now.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
So, I
Now he
wouldn't
knows the
Shield
rules.
again.
No.
Sometimes, yeah. I think very rarely, actually.
So you shield again. So the big one misses.
Okay, sweet.
28 to hit. Little shark.
Oh, yeah.
Little shark.
Yeah, it's
Just
just
a little shark.
Baby shark.
no.
You get advantage on either an attack or on a skill check.
Oh, okay.
25 points of damage.
That's fine.
19 misses.
Good.
Intimidate one.
Can I?
11 misses. And a nat 20. It's a little shark.
Well, even if it's a nat 20, though, I guess it just automatically does. I forgot.
It's not.
Yeah, it automatically does.
Dang it.
10, 15, 18, plus 5. 23.
23 at this last attack from the shark?
Yeah.
He's unconscious.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh, the little shark.
No, I'm kidding.
He's unconscious.
Ruckus.
Baby shark! And I'm floating. What, 23?
You hear Ruckus is dead.
It's my go.
Uzo. Well, you are halfway up the ship.
Yeah. I climb the full way.
I'll scream
And
when
I
I hear
get-
that.
To be fair, I came back.
As I clean up, it's my turn.
As
Okay, no, if you don't want to help Ruckus, that's fine.
No. He comes up the side. I don't know how much speed that is, and then
athletics
beelines
check.
it. Okay. 12.
Makes it. Okay, so
Goes to the back of the ship to like where Ruckus, to see Ruckus. As he comes up the side, he shouts, Andraste, turn around now. Screams it, points and screams it.
Belay that order.
And Uzo looks back at Remy in disbelief. Can
Ruckus
I?
didn't get a chance to swim. He's not at the ship.
Yeah. So, do I hear belay that order before I go in? Before I reach the bow, right?
You come up and you say that.
I say that, and then you say belay that
Yeah.
order.
Yeah.
Uzo kind of pauses momentarily before he calls out, is there one among us with courage? To the crew.
and you get
How many?
handful.
Handful?
6. 4 of the different voices are all Jensen. You have me, and you got me too.
I
And
call
also
out.
me.
I call out to Bunny Kipling Jensen.
Yeah.
Follow my lead.
All right. Just give me.
So I use my action to climb out. I can't attack
You used your move
to
climb.
get. Okay.
You can.
I want to fire Eldritch Blasts at which one looks the weakest.
Small sharks. That have been unhurt.
One of them, or just the small ones in general.
Yeah. It's 3 small ones, 1 big one.
I'm gonna fire one Eldritch Blast at the small shark to see if there's an effect.
So they're in the water.
Yeah.
So you do have disadvantage because they're underwater.
Okay. I just want to make sure that.
With a spell attack?
It's not. Yeah, it's
I'm
not
making that up
melee.
'cause I don't know what the rule is for.
I think spells still get it. I think it's
Spell
underwater.
Underwater. Because underwater is fine, but casting into water.
They're almost at the surface. I feel like they're close. We see thrashing.
Bubbles, possibly.
I'll give him just half cover, so -2.
That's gonna be 19
All right.
and a damage of 14 to that one shark.
Okay. All right. You do damage to that shark.
How does he look?
Meh. Hurt.
Throw the other one at that same shark.
Okay.
26,
Hits.
8.
8 points of damage. All right. That's your go.
I take the crew with me. We jump in.
All right. 5. Over with you.
Yep, armed and ready.
All right. Give me 1 second. Okay.
There's also
A
the
dead body.
dead body
There's a dead
in
body.
the water
Yep.
that's
Yes.
attracting attention.
So
Yes.
as you all into the water, Kipling nat 20s. He's like dive and uses that momentum to he nat 20. That
Of
was-
course
wow.
he does.
I don't have to tell them. They know what they're there to do.
There, yeah,
Yeah.
he's. You see you looking over. He like, and he like uses that momentum to shoot out like 30 feet. So he's getting close to him.
That's an Olympic dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Should have been Bunny.
I was
Bunny
thinking about
just-
calling
Bunny
them
can't-
out by name.
Bunny cannonballs
But-
in, just like
Still, you somehow use that momentum.
it's like okay.
Yeah.
So they toss the body. Here's the ship. They toss the body off the side.
You have
Yeah,
paper
We
right
go
there.
off the back. We go off the back, right? So it's almost like a triangle. So like they need to leave Ruckus's area to go to the chump.
So
and,
I
like,
have
without
so
getting
I,
close
I
to
have
us.
rolled perception checks for them
Okay.
from
As
the
he-
movement.
he is
He's a
bleeding
fresh
out.
corpse.
He is
He's a
bleeding
fresh
out.
corpse.
So the corpse is
Yeah.
bleeding out. They're attracted to motion and sound and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
The splash hitting the water kicks up some bubble. Anyway,
Yes.
that's my go.
That's your go. Andraste.
About to have a fucking aneurysm. She's just like holding onto the wheel and looking at Remy like, really?
Heal.
From here, I can't.
Can you run to the back of the ship?
Everything that I have is touch based at the moment. I do not have healing word at the moment.
Can you attack the sharks in the water?
Yes, but he wants me to keep going, so it's like, you get one or the other, bro.
You can probably put the rope, which
Lash it?
which is there
Yeah.
for maintaining your course.
All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna grab that rope and pull it into place, and then run back. And how well can I see down into the water?
You have a -2 to hit any of the 4 sharks around Ruckus. There's
Okay.
one big one that has been damaged. There's a small one that has been damaged, and 2 that have not.
All right, then.
It's really clear water here, even with all the splashing and the.
I mean,
So what's the disadvantage?
the blood everywhere. It's just it's blue, crystal clear blue, and then this red.
There's a guard at the tower reloading the cannons, eating popcorn. He's like, "What is this? Crazy."
I'll bet it looks real neat. All right, I am going to cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level,
Okay.
which gives me 4 rays instead of 3.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast 1 at each of the sharks.
Gotcha.
No.
Yeah, what'd you roll?
It's a nat 1.
Oh.
It says no.
Do you have to take that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the first. Well, I'll say that was at a small unarmed one or unharmed one.
Okay.
You need to tell me which one you're attacking. Big hurt one, giant shark.
Giant
Baby
shark.
shark.
Doo, 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 doo.
Armed shark.
Yeah.
So which one is this at?
This is at the another of the small ones.
The one that's already damaged.
The one that's already damaged. Then.
Kill this motherfucker.
That is a 19.
Yes.
19.
Hits.
All right, how much is damage? Oh, you.
Do you want me to do the damage
Yes,
now?
yes.
How do you want me to do it? What's easiest for your bookkeeping?
Just say who. Just roll all your attacks.
Okay.
Because they all go out at once. You can't. I don't think you can choose.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Hits.
All in
Plus?
hits?
12
Oh.
hits a small one?
No, it's got +2.
1d6. That hits.
No,
Maybe.
roll a 2.
Oh, I thought it was a 13.
I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Wait, I thought it was a 13.
With a -2 because I'm up and I'm firing into the water. Remember? We've said this.
They get +2 AC for
It's
being
all right.
underwater.
No worries.
DM.
No.
You're consistent. That's what's
Yeah.
important.
No, this is adding suspense.
Nope.
I'm terrified. I could die.
Yeah, you definitely could die. Into Rav's dice jail.
No, let's re-roll it.
What was it?
It was a 2.
It's probably loaded.
Yeah, reroll it. Reroll
Well,
it.
that die is going to jail, thank you. All right,
This
is
dynamic of waiting for inspiration at the end of the half. Is
During combat, and they come in.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
this is going at the big one.
All right.
There's no combat.
Nat 20, sir.
It's
Card us, please,
Yes,
God.
please. God guard us.
Jakarta.
Max damage.
Wrong
Here we
game.
go.
I should have let it.
Thank you. It's a 1d4 after making a skill or attack roll. So this is for the first one that was a normal hit.
The damaged one or not?
Yes.
The damaged one.
So this is 9.
9 points of damage.
And then I get 4d6 for the one that I critted on. Which does not help. Let's see, that is 9 points of damage.
Ew. You're like, ooh. All right.
And I can't imagine it was that far to get back there.
No.
Can I see what kind of effect that had?
It's one little shark is not doing well. The big shark still is. He's bloodied.
Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. What you do see is as those rays hit into the water, the sharks like fan out away from it a little bit, and then their instincts are to all 3 little sharks. One of them goes towards the body that's bleeding. The other 2.
You'll have to be more
towards-
specific. There's 2.
Yeah.
Not Ruckus. The Dockmaster. However, the big one is going to.
Sure.
Warding flare.
I'm not 30 feet away.
Ah, shit.
It's not a nat 20.
Wait, how far away am I
What
from
is
this?
It's a 19.
How far away
Plus
am I?
anything?
Plus 9.
9.
28 to hit your dead body. You have 2 death saves.
How far away am I from that?
I've.
60 feet.
Too far.
Yeah.
Well, 50 feet.
Too far.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I
you
have
have
2
two
death
You have
saves.
2.
Okay.
You missed. Because it's a nat. It's
I
a
didn't-
crit.
Yeah, because he's unconscious.
Yeah.
So it's a
So
crit.
2
One of my
fails.
fails. Yeah, okay, cool.
So they,
Fails.
well, they're frenzied, so they get
Two.
advantage.
Oh, it's 2?
but yeah.
Because you automatically crit against a dead
Oh my
body.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Kipling's going to get hit by both of these because he's out in front
Okay.
as the 2 go towards him. Yeah, that's going to hit. He does not. He is, despite my attempts, he is not as cool as Remy.
It's
But-
hard to match bows
No,
builds.
And
no,
so
no,
a 19 is going to hit.
It's really hard to match bows builds.
For 15 points of damage.
Most builds.
I think I did a reasonable
brand.
job with
I just
Alexandria,
like-
though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
I just like the Bose Bills brand.
Oh, sweet. So he managed to just punch the other one in the, in the
nose. It actually works.
Just enough to keep it from biting him. And you see the other shark just start ripping into the Dockmaster. It's like it's turning into jump.
Yeah. It's creating an attraction, I guess.
Remy.
I will now command the dinghy to be taken down, to be dropped.
Okay.
Sorry.
So that
Yeah.
oars inside of it, I assume, as there always are. And so that hits the ground, or hits the...
I mean, pretty much the people that are up there, you yell it out, and
Yeah.
they are at this point they're not top crew. They're just like untie it and it lands
Yeah.
hard but intact.
Okay. I see them going towards it. I see Kipling fighting off one shark, right?
2 sharks.
2 sharks.
He was bit by one, the other one missed him.
The other one missed him. Okay, and then the third one is over at the...
Yep.
At that. Okay. And how far away am I? I'm 50 feet.
About to be 50 more feet away.
Okay. But currently 50 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna take off my hat. No, the hat's in the bag.
I have it.
Your hair's just flowing
Yeah.
in the wind.
Yeah. And is there a rope near me that I could use to swing off the boat and towards them?
There's a rope holding the steering wheel in place.
No, I don't want to do that.
I mean, it's a ship. There's tons of ropes. I don't know if you could swing on it necessarily, but if you want to use it to get down without diving in, but you know,
Would I know oddly about how much length of rope we have there?
I think you would know looking at the
coil?
yeah.
Yeah.
So you probably have different lengths, and you could grab 50, 100, 150.
I will take the 150. I will tie it to myself. Never mind. Never mind. For what else I want to do, that's not going to work. All right, so I'm just going to look at the rope, say, okay, and I'm going to look at Andraste and turn back and run off the back of the ship and fly and try and dive like what's his face did.
Kipling.
Yeah.
You will not be upstaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is with acrobatics a 27.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andraste calls you something truly vile and elvish as you jump.
So using your move,
After I give you this heartfelt look,
Yes, like son of a bitch, you left me here?
so use your move to dive in, and it shoots you. Seeing Kipling do this once before, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I can. 30 feet out, you are 20 feet from a shark.
from the shark after him?
No, the shark after no, you are at the shark by Kipling.
Yes. So
And you are
20 feet away
20
from
feet
him.
away from the one big shark that is on him.
I'm going through and get up, and as I'm coming up, I draw out Kumara and Misty Step above the shark,
Oh.
Okay.
behind or above him, and try and stab down as I come down on it.
So
Nice.
Booming
is
blades.
Misty Step in action?
It's a bonus action.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, so you bonus action Misty Step and then
Yes.
attack, come
Yes.
down on him.
So
Yes.
it can't boom blade because that's a bonus action. I think.
No, it's an
oh,
action.
you're right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
part
yeah.
of the attack action.
Exactly. So I will booming blade with it.
Gotcha. All right.
Fuck you.
Making a blowhole on the top of the shark.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you Misty Stepped it right there.
Yeah. Not better. Shit. That's plus 9, 10, 11, 12. You add a d6 to it?
Yes.
You hit. It's a
There it
13.
is.
We've been here. We've been here before.
Yeah.
We've been here before. We will be here again.
You might not be with Ruckus though.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Save.
Ow.
So bad.
Ouch.
Save at least one inspiration or two.
I'll try. I hope I don't. Never mind.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna say-
god. That's 11,
You
12,
get a plus
13,
1d.
I've got you, bro.
14. That's 20 points of damage to
20
this.
points of damage. Yeah, that's doing something.
And I just say to it, it's time you deal with me now.
All right.
That's that.
Sounds good.
Leaving my sword in him and holding on.
All right. As boulders, two of them 4 is the helm. Nat 20. You're going to take damage on this one.
Okay.
It's going to destroy our helm.
We have like 300 points in the helm.
Nat 20 with disadvantage?
The helm is 50 points.
We're out of range of everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I rolled 2 dice and I was like, Nat 20! And then I didn't even look at the other one. So I'm going to re-roll that one if that's all right. Nat 20. And 14.
Misses
plus
if you're aiming at the helm.
6.
Oh, that would hit if it's hitting the
Or
helm.
plus 5. Sorry.
The helm is 18,
Yeah,
isn't
21.
it?
Yeah, helm is
You
18.
don't get a card? Oh, I guess
Do I still take damage if it's hitting at the helm?
Give me a D20 roll.
She moved to the back of the ship.
Yeah,
She
Yeah.
put it there
which
and
is
then moved
right
it back.
where they're
Right where it's
aiming at
probably
because we're our ass is to them.
Below, 10 and below, you will take damage. 11 and above, you won't.
9.
Ay, Faye.
I can take it. I have.
You'll take half of this damage.
might
The
be able to
hull
take
is going to take 22.
Oh.
11.
Still standing.
Not the
fine.
hull, but the helm is going to take 22 points of damage. You are going to take 11. And the other one, attacking the sails, a 11.
11 misses.
Misses a 12.
Yeah.
Ruckus, please make me a death saving throw.
I will. Choosing the dice. Choosing the dice. It's gonna decide it. Turn up the jams! Oh! No! It's the nat one.
Oh!
That's the way he dies? That's weird.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Ruckus, your life just slips away in a cloud of blood around you.
I make eye contact with the shark before I die.
You see Remy on it?
Yeah.
You see Remy on top of it, and your body floats to the surface.
I'll haunt you, shark. That's my last words.
Okay. Wow, I did not come into this.
I, for some reason, did not trust any of my dice for that last roll. We'll figure it out.
Fuck.
This is gonna be quite the cliffhanger for 2020. January has not been a good month.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, man.
I was prepared. I was prepared. You're gonna hate my next card, but I was prepared.
Uzo.
Oh man.
I feel
You
like with
see his
yeah.
body float.
recognizing the lifeless sign, Uzo, I want to use Geyser to snag him and pull him back.
Okay.
And then, if I can get back to the ship, because it does double my speed, right?
Yeah.
If I don't take an action.
Yeah.
And tie him to the rope and yell, pull him out. Pull up the rope!
Okay, so you use your movement with the
geyser.
Geyser. You see
60
there.
there, 60 back.
You use your action to go 60 back.
Okay.
I mean, you grab him and go. I mean, it's pretty easy. You're holding two things. Give me an athletics.
What else am I holding? The geyser. Yeah.
Just give me an athletics check.
If you put it between your legs.
It's not
Okay.
an athletics check, just to make sure that you can hold on to both of them.
That's going to be an unnatural 20.
Okay, yeah, dirty 20, sure. You're back, and as a bonus action, you were able to just,
I want to also slightly be out of the water, but also be there to greet the rest of the crew, but also spell snipe off the back.
Okay. You're not going to be able to tie him.
If I stay in the water, can I tie him as a bonus action?
Here, I will give you. So the other people that I will say that Bunny is there. Bunny has an action. He will tie him up.
Yeah, okay.
He saw you coming and started swimming with you. Bunny ties you up as you yell up, pull him up, and people are up, starting to reel him in.
Yep.
Okay. Getting on board.
Yeah, I guess Ruckus's corpse flops onto the deck, and Uzo stays on the back, calling out for Kipling, Bunny, and all the others until they come.
Kipling is currently fighting with a shark. 2 sharks.
There are 2 more people, so there's Kipling and Bunny,
Mm-hmm.
but then there are 3 others, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So they will, on their turns, they will take care of those small sharks.
Yeah.
The other one is just, he's happy as a clam.
Yeah.
Chowing down on Doc Harbor Master.
Okay. I feel like one of those is really, like, bloodied.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, it's the
really.
one that's not fighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the one that's, like,
Yeah.
taken off? Yeah, I guess he went to go get you.
He's like, oh shit, I'm just gonna eat over here. I don't need to buy those guys.
Fish are friends. No, okay.
Andraste, it is your turn as Ruckus' body lands on the deck, as the other people are kind of looking around and like shaking him.
So she's gonna just like let out this wounded noise and run over and just like put hands on him and try to cast Spare the Dying, because she doesn't realize that he's gone, and just like sorry.
As you cast it, you feel this. You feel the sense of your Lyra's power go through, and you. It's at that moment where you realize he's not savable.
No. I take off my holy symbol and just like find the side of his neck somewhere where I can get to skin, just like push it against him and just like pleading in Elvish as fast as I can, just please, anything, save him.
You feel a hand on your shoulder as Donovan steps up. And that's where we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and see what happens.
Go through this. No. The audience
It's
doesn't want
8:30. We're right in the middle. So it's okay. Yeah, we'll be right back. Stick around. to
Stay
see-
tuned.
To see what happens.
Strike while the emotional iron is hot.
I did not expect that.
I didn't expect you to be the first one to fall, honestly.
Honestly,
Me
I don't see
neither.
how you didn't. I failed multiple times. A and B and B. Oh man, I don't. I
fallen
like
more
again
often.
in
Throw
my
himself into the water
In the-
after a boulder.
depths of my soul to help to protect the ship. My dying actions will protect the ship and protect Uzo. And you said keep moving. Oh, if I got to that conversation bit, it would have been hilarious. But I respected you for it. I would have been hilarious.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to take a break. We need to pee, and we will be right back in 10 minutes. So thank you.
Thanks for hanging with us, guys.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chaos Agents. There are still 3 of them left, but we are starting off with Aaron.
Just Aaron right now.
Just Aaron right now.
It's
Who is about to get 1,000 bits from the Hefner.
what?
For all the players, but
But yeah.
everyone else decided they quit. They're like, we're out of here.
Yeah, they immediately tuned out. They were done.
This low background music is really low.
Make it lower.
If I play anything else, it'll just go crazy.
I can't even hear it.
So, I don't think Amy's watching, but she's watching the numbers probably, and said, you guys are doing really well.
I wonder why.
And we have 1,000 bits from Tamago Tora for the morning crew. That would be the MOUR,
I was just about to say.
the morning crew. All right, so, Ruckus, you remember being in the water, and something happens, and you open your eyes, and you are in this black fortress. It is dark, stone, hot, all around you. And as you look around, you see standing in pillared archways, large fiends with wings stretching out behind them, watching you. See 1, 2, 3, and you immediately know these are pit fiends.
Do I recognize them? I mean,
You-
other than being picked.
Other than no, but as you keep looking over them, your head keeps turning as you shift and get to your knees. There, a massive throne, and sitting on it, a being of pure evil.
If I can attempt, I want to make the motion of calling my flamberge, but what, I don't know.
Nothing shows up. It is you. Well, this is actually quite awkward. Unfortunate timing. Come. Speak to me.
You don't tell me what to do. Where am I?
You are in my throne room, where I have attempted to secure you for the last decade. And today, you finally lay before me. Of all days, today is the day.
It's a bit of a surprise to us both.
Come closer. And you feel yourself compelled closer. As this being with his just massive red arms sitting down, and it's almost as if the gods play tricks on us.
They're cooler than I would be to you.
Mr. Quinn, my name is Asmodeus, and I have been searching for you for a long time.
You don't get to call me that.
Excuse me, my generals tell me of an impending attack.
You and your weird ethereal noises.
I had all of these plans. They were wonderful. Defeat the demons in the blood war, secure victory, press into the abyss. And then Mammon got uppity. He wanted more power after I imprisoned him on his lair of hell. And then I heard about you, still alive after all of these years. Things are so very strange. Yesterday I made a deal. Yesterday, I made a deal.
How interesting.
A deal with a strange entity with a fantastic idea. This entity, who, for some reason, claimed to be Dendar, the Night Serpent. I don't think it was. He made a deal. He said that his servant Uzo and his compatriots could remove Mammon from his position of power.
What is wrong with that? From our perspective.
Well, the deal that he made was that you would do that, and I would release the bounty on your soul. Also, I would imprison Tiamat on that lair of hell instead of Mammon. It was quite the offer. Mammon is pain in the ass, especially as of late. Baldur's Gate is disaster.
Weaker. Is it any weaker than it was?
Oh. It is more dangerous, that is for sure.
Come on.
But it is also the battle between the cults is wreaking havoc on the Blood War. Souls are no longer coming in, and the demons are pressing further and further into Avernus.
So what does that mean for me, then?
It means I no longer need your soul. You are free.
I hope
Which is ironic, because it was just yesterday that we struck the deal. And now, your soul is here before me.
Yeah. The timing is rather comedic if you think about it.
Yes. And we're going to cut there. Would you mind joining us, everyone else?
Should we swap out?
No, you can stay.
I'm gonna put on a mask.
Yeah, don't put on the... Oh.
I was gonna say that.
That's the mask of the
Okay.
Raven Queen. You're not allowed to put that on.
I mean, it's when you say put on a mask, and I have to look around and like, oh shit, which one? You are kneeling in front of Ruckus's body, calling out to Lyra for all of your help. Give me 1 moment, sorry.
No, take your time. I'm okay, guys, I promise.
My corpse
I need
gurgles.
Stories wreck me a little bit, but it's always in the best way.
A hand goes on your shoulder, and you look up, and it is Johnson, who looks down and looks at your tear-streaked face and at Ruckus's body. He reaches into a component pouch, pulls out salt and a piece of copper wire, and he begins casting a spell. And he sprinkles over Ruckus's face as it just falls on him. And you just see his body, even though lifeless, seems to just relax out just a bit. That will protect him for a number of days. Should you find a cleric of enough power to bring him back.
How much power is enough power?
There are spells that allow revivification of
Does
a body.
this pause it long enough for the revivify spell to work?
Yes, this will give you
Tomorrow.
10 days.
Tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. I have access to that spell. I just don't have it right now. Thank you, Johnson. John, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You should move him to a bed.
Yes,
Actually, he leans down and a couple of the crew members, they pick him up.
and
And they walk him into his...
I grab my holy symbol so it doesn't hit the ground before they go, and I'm still just like kneeling there, like sitting back on my heels, just trying to collect myself.
Anticipation?
He stops and turns around and says, "It may not, actually, the revivify may not be enough. You may need something more powerful.
We need to find someone who can cast resurrection, and I can't.
But you have 10 days now.
10 days.
Where are the others? Are they still overboard?" And at this point, the shark has left your thing and the boom has gone off. And and it's like, it's out of there. And you guys at this point are climbing up the side of the ship.
Okay. There was the dinghy. I imagine the people who were in the water
Yeah.
probably got in that. Okay. Good.
The specific ship is made to be climbed up
Yeah. Yeah.
as an Octopierce ship.
Okay, so I get up
Are
there
we out of initiative?
We are out of initiative.
Uso climbs over the back.
as some cannons, I imagine, in the background are still firing.
Oh, God.
We get up, and I get up wet, soaking wet, and I look up at Andraste. Where's Ruckus?
He's, we have time, but he's gone.
What do you mean?
Uso comes over the side to hear he's gone.
His soul escaped before he got to me. And he's gone. But...
You're a cleric of
Yes,
Lyra.
I'm not powerful enough.
What do you mean?
I mean that when he gets to this point, when it gets to the point where the soul leaves the body, the only thing that can be done is a full resurrection spell, and I don't have that.
Andraste, as he reaches into his pouch and he holds up the diamond.
I don't have it ready.
How long will it take to prepare?
A day. I can't have it ready until I take a long rest.
You better call your god.
I have! You think I haven't?
Stop! Remy, this is a trying day, but we need you rested. You, Captain, let's go take a look at Ruckus.
Where is he?
He's being taken to his room. Johnson cast a spell on him. A gentle repose, something like that.
What does that mean?
It'll hold his body ready for his spirit to come back, but it only lasts for 10 days. So we have to find someone strong enough in 10 days.
Andraste, I believe in you. I need you rested. Please,
You don't understand. I don't have that level of power. I don't care how rested I am. I could sleep for a century and not be that strong.
We will figure it out.
Yes, we will.
In the meantime, Mr. Clint, see to repairs on this ship. Get the sails up and running, full capacity. We're going to need them. And also see to the helm repair.
So he turns around and goes, "Crew, I am your bosun now.
Do us proud, Clint.
Let's go."
We had, where's Ruckus?
He's in his room.
Right. And I walk down.
Okay.
Uzo walks in first, opens the door, and sees Ruckus's body on the bed and has a...
And you see Donovan next to him, just looking over him.
He closes the door behind Remy. Andraste, are you joining us or no?
I look at Donovan real quick, and I'm like, "This is your doing? He's not alive, but he's not gone?"
He is in stasis, if you will. We caught it before the time, I guess, really expired. He's dead. His soul is elsewhere, but it can be brought back.
I'm hoping it can. And Uzo puts his hand on Remy's shoulder and says, "May I talk to Kumara, please?"
Speak to Kumara. Donovan,
Remy.
we're going to need the room.
Very well. And he, one last look at Ruckus's body and walks out.
I look back at Ruckus, the blood, the
Yeah.
viscera from where he got bit. Looking at that. Eyes eventually find their way back to Uzo.
Uzo doesn't blink.
What is it you want with Kumara?
Denda has come to me. Now I go to Denda. Kumara can get me there.
Can get you there.
At least a conversation.
Absolutely. What?
Feel
Does
free.
he have that power?
We will find out. And Uzo puts his hand on Kumara, and he screams as kind of his tears kind of glow a little green out the side of his eyes, and he says, "Denda, show yourself now!" He screams as loud as he can, waiting.
Yes, Uzo. Interesting timing, would you not say?
Very interesting timing. But this is not time for riddles or games. My friend died in service of you. I need him back.
You need him back.
Now, Uzo. Attempts to intimidate a god.
As you do.
Roll an intimidation check.
10.
Yeah.
I don't expect to instill fear in you, but know that I am serious when I say, if he does not come back to us, this journey for you ends today.
Well, it is a very good thing, then, that the deal that I have been working on was completed yesterday. The deal to save Malcolm Quinn's soul. And you're hearing all of this as well. If this had happened yesterday, before noon, Asmodeus would have it. Mammon would have it. Today, his soul is free, unencumbered, free to go where it needs to go.
Uzo, you probably get the sense that he's like biting his tongue to the point of blood, hoping for the outcome, the favorable outcome.
Right.
Does that mean you could bring him back?
He will bring him back.
Or he will stay where he is and rot?
It is a very trying time that you have been through. I sense that he can come back.
Can you bring him back?
I cannot. But there is a cleric who can. There is a priest of Asmodeus in Baldur's Gate. He has the power to bring him back.
There is nothing you can do or anyone you can call upon to return the life to his body right now.
I am afraid this prison keeps such magics from me.
Who is it? Who is this priest? How are we to find them?
His name is Flynn.
And who does he serve?
He serves Asmodeus. I reckon, right now, Mr. Quinn is talking to Asmodeus. Would be an interesting conversation to hear.
Remy's really struggling not to say anything rude to him about that, bringing up an interesting conversation when our friend is dead.
Your friend is not dead. Well, he is. But he can be saved.
At this point, you are in no position to give us riddles. We want our friend back. And we want you to help us at every angle you can to ensure that, regardless of the limitation, you try. Or else you rot there.
I can guarantee you bring him to this priest. He will be returned. That is a deal I can make. You have done well for me, Uzo. And I have secured your friend's freedom. He will no longer fight in the blood war. He will no longer live eternity in the hells.
Your gratitude at this juncture means nothing to me. I will uphold my end of the bargain to you, but I would not trade 100 of you for one of him. You get out. We ensure our safety. But in order to do that, my friend comes back.
What, pray tell, oh great Dendar, did Malcolm Quinn do to deserve such a fate in hell?
It seems someone had promised the soul of her children. And that is what led to this.
Thank you. We need to change course.
To Flynn it is.
In Baldur's Gate.
Uzo kind of breaks the commune. If it's anything he can affect, he releases whatever it is. And lets go of Kamara.
look at Ruckus. Kind of touch the armor a bit.
You, Kumara, in your mind, you're going to want to take that off of him before he rests.
Regardless, as he reaches over to touch Ruckus, Uzo kind of grabs that hand. You haven't earned the right yet to touch him.
What on earth?
Throws it back.
What on earth are you talking about, Uzo? I haven't earned the right
Belay
to touch...
that order?
I am the captain, Uzo. I am the captain. I made the right call. I did.
Ask Ruckus what he thinks the right call was.
He
To
did.
protect your precious ship.
Why do you think he jumped into the water? Why do you think he jumped in front of that great big boulder? To protect this ship and everyone on it.
My confidence in Ruckus is sound. My confidence in you, Captain, is now shaken.
I saved your life. I saved everyone's life.
Ruckus saved my life. Ruckus saved my life.
While you were in the water, do you know what kind of damage this ship took? Did you see it? Our sails
Watch
are barely...
your words.
Our sails are barely able to function. Do you want to stay there, getting pelted by cannons? I made the call because Ruckus had you. Ruckus had you. And I had to see to the rest of the ship so that we all didn't die. You made your call, and I had to make mine. And I am sorry that Ruckus paid that price. I am sorry that Ruckus paid the price. But I did not let him down. I didn't. I did what was best for the crew and the ship, and I think Ruckus... I think he's okay with that, because you know what? He threw himself in front of a boulder.
Uzo walks over to Ruckus and kneels beside him, touches his head. He's not around to tell you he's okay with it anymore, Captain. As Uzo pets him, I'm sorry, Ruckus.
You have to be able to make the hard decisions, Uzo. I had to make the hard decision.
Yes, you've proven yourself very capable of that, Captain.
Is this going to be a problem?
I need some time alone with my friend.
You should be seen to. You're bleeding everywhere. And I turn and I walk out.
As he walks out, he goes, I'll survive.
Close the door and walk away.
Okay. Do you go into your
I
chambers next door, or do you go?
No, I go out and I go and I see the ship and I try and see it. And
You start to see, so you come out and you see, the first time you see the extent of the damage. A lot of broken boards, and no hole through and through that you've seen. It's definitely the sails have big holes in them, and a lot of the rigging is, the support beams have been broken and crushed. You're at reduced speed because of it. The helm, you actually, from Ruckus's room, you do see that it's like caved in. You can see a little bit of like through to the outside.
Or we got hit in the back.
Yeah.
I go and I find Andraste.
So she's still up at the back of the ship. The wheel is still lashed, and she's just sitting there, knees pulled up to her chest, looking out.
Are you fit for duty, Andraste?
We need to find someone strong enough.
Uzo has.
Has he? Who?
He has. I will navigate the ship. You should go see to him. He's not doing well.
How is Remy looking to me?
Remy looks fine. Absolutely fine.
wet?
He looks very, very serious and very stern, but
It's a wet rat.
wet. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, of the Foxy Irregulars, Andros is the only one who's dry.
And also, by comparison, I think you're doing great.
I say, Uzo has found someone. You should see to him. He's not doing well, and our course is now Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
How many days?
I'm gonna pull out the map and just like turn a little bit so I'm sitting on the deck, so we're eye level, and spread it out. About how far is it from Electrum to Baldur's Gate?
I think it's probably roughly 8 days. At a good clip.
Uzo doesn't plan on being stealthy anyway.
All right. It's 8 days away. I have been searching my memory and what knowledge I have. If this person is strong enough to cast the spell Raise Dead, then it's within 10 days of when the person died, and Gentle Repose adds time to that. So we have some time. We have time to get to Baldur's Gate.
Can you set our course?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Set our course, then see to Uzo if you can.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Andraste.
God, what a mess.
We'll get through it.
We will. One way or another, we're going to get through this. Oh, by heaven and hell, I'm going to go and bang on every door I can find, up to Lyra herself, and demand justice, because this isn't right.
Speak with Uzo. He'll tell you how much banging he's done. Context is important.
God damn it.
And Remy, that's so you it's sort of that moment that you realize that, and Andraste, you as well. Baldur's Gate is 8 days away. However, your ship is at reduced speed.
Yeah. Well, I figured that, and that's why I told Clint to get it fixed ASAP.
Yeah, big thing is going to be the sails. The sails will get our speed back up.
How damaged is the helm?
I mean, you have the...
You have the ship.
Sorry, yes. The helm is not looking good. I will
The
be
helm
honest.
isn't bad, though, because
Figure it
it's
out.
like 300 hit points.
It's at 9. 9 out of 20, or out of 50. That's the hull. that you're
Oh,
thinking of.
I'm thinking of it.
Oh.
But
9 out of 50.
It's only
Okay.
5 feet. So, decrease in speed?
But it,
So
but
that's
it,
the
but it can
sails.
10
turn.
feet for the sails.
But it can turn and it can move and it can do what we need it to because it's not at 0. It's not destroyed.
Right.
We can still turn. We can still navigate. We can still.
So essentially, with that level of damage, the mechanisms to actually control the ship are visible. They're no longer protected behind
Other
the ship.
boards and
Yeah.
hull and all that.
Yeah, so there are holes blasted in broken boards.
Okay.
You know what kills me about all of this?
It's a poor choice of words.
I was wrong. If I was just a little bit more powerful, I could just do this. And I'm not.
Andraste,
I'm not strong enough to save him.
I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I made a deal with a sword I'd never met. So that I could be more powerful. It is not you who failed, Ruckus.
Neither did you. Remy. No. Neither did you.
I made my call.
You made the right call. All of this is horrible. It's the worst thing I can imagine. But you saved the lives of everyone on this ship, including the people who are down there that we saved. Damn them.
You made the right call.
Thank you for maintaining your course. Your trust in me as your captain means everything.
As my friend. As someone who's I trust with my life. And with Ruckus's. We're going to fix this.
We're certainly going to give it our best. No one disturbs the body.
If they do, they're going to deal with me.
His room is off limits to all but us.
You should take his armor off. Seriously.
What, Kumara?
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
What did Kumara say?
Something about his armor. I don't...
Oh, it might cause him more damage if it's left on. We should probably get that off.
How?
I want a metagame, but I think your genitalia in a tank might be the same answer to my solution.
Would Dispel Magic
Sorry,
work
what?
on...
I don't know.
Sorry.
It's okay. Dispel Magic works.
Yes.
I have that prepared at least.
Okay.
One useful spell.
Set our course, and then see to Uzo and Ruckus.
I will.
Don't talk to him about my call, unless he brings it up. He's a little upset about it.
I understand that.
As do I. As do I.
I have years of experience on him. Death is a part of life, and it sucks. That's not nearly strong enough, but I don't have the words in common for it. But there's a chance. And you were the leader. You made the call that you had to make.
Thank you. Now let's get to Baldur's Gate.
Let's get to Baldur's Gate with all speed. I'm gonna get up, look at the map one last time before rolling it up and slipping it back into the bag.
As she looks at the map, I catch Salt Marsh in my eye and just... Baldur's Gate.
And then Salt Marsh.
Baldur's Gate first.
When we're at full strength again.
Yes.
I'm gonna get up and go over to the wheel, unlash it, and check position and turn in that direction carefully because I can hear everything creaking and groaning.
You also see that there are already people up working on the sails.
We should be at speed soon.
Go see to Uzo, yeah?
You have the helm?
Yes. I can hold it here for a bit.
I'll be back.
Sorry, let me back that up. You don't see people on the sails. That will have to be done when you're at night, when you're not moving.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. We'll still be at speed soon.
Does Remy get on an apple box to steer the ship?
Yes.
Is my apple box, which I always had there, is my apple
Correct,
box...
we have said this.
Yes, is my apple box destroyed?
It's 10. I think a 10 makes it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I was about to say.
Because the wheel is intact.
Yeah.
If the box was destroyed, the wheel would be destroyed.
Got it.
No moving ship.
I'll say it's just a little off to the side.
Ship.
It's a little off to the side, so I'll tie off the helm, go grab my box, put it down after I dust it off. Oh, Andraste? Mm-hmm. Can I have my hat?
She opens her bag again, pulls out her hat, and gives it to him with a little flourish.
Her hat? My hat?
Your hat.
Okay.
She has her hat on her head.
Grab it. That's better. Thank you.
Of course. And after taking a second to make sure all's well up here, or as well as it can be, I'm going to head down to Ruckus's room and tap very lightly on the door twice before opening the door.
The door kind of creaks open itself, and you come in on Uzo kneeled beside the bed, caressing Ruckus's hair, with Baga on his shoulder, and kind of softly talking to Ruckus, saying like, who will pull the animals out that I can talk to? I've brought you a gift, friend. And he pulls out, like, chum, and he starts rubbing it in Ruckus's hair. Like little bits. He's like, how dare you jump into my life and jump out of it again? The man who made me realize I was magnificent is no longer with me. I make you a promise, Ruckus. Either we bring you back, or I join you. That's what you're walking on.
There'll be none of that.
Andraste. Come back, I'll leave him.
No, he can stay. It's all right. Talk to me.
I don't know what to say. People come and go in Waterdeep. I have experienced loss before, but this is hitting me a little differently. Is this what family feels like?
Yes. It is.
Man. Is this Flamberge near him, or? No.
No.
I pull out his butter knife, and I put it on his chest, and I put his hands over the butter knife. And I pat it, and I turn to Andras, and I go, okay. How do I look?
Badly injured. Come here.
Yes.
I'm gonna meet him part way and just reach up and lightly put my hands on either side of his face, looking into his eyes, and cast Cure Wounds at 4th level.
Oh, shit. And while you reach up and touch Uzo's face, he pulls you in for a closer hug.
Yeah, she just like tucks into him because, I mean, she's tiny compared to him. Actually, it's very much like you giving me a hug.
It's exactly like real life.
It is exactly like real life. It's hilarious. I get engulfed when he hugs me. And she just like tucks up against him and just rests her head on his chest and lets herself cry for a second, just holding on to him. But as she's, even in her grief, even in her pain, she reaches out and she touches his side and casts Cure Wounds.
All right. Let's see.
With a handful of dice. That's 17, 22
Nice.
points of healing. And I mean, you can feel her just like shaking a little bit.
Yeah. Uzo is over halfway to himself, and he gets a little sprightly and feels good. And he just nods.
I hear, she says, pulling back a little bit, that you've kicked on a few doors to get some answers. Someone that we're finding in Baldur's Gate.
Yes. I've learned that we can't rely on anyone, not even gods, but they might be able to provide us useful information to bring Ruckus back. We look for a priest named Flynn to restore Ruckus's soul.
I hate this. I hate that I'm not strong enough to do this.
And Roste,
I am almost. I can feel it. I'm right on the cusp of it. And I'm not strong enough.
Uzo grabs her hand and he said, if you are not strong enough with magic, you're strong strong enough to stand beside me as we kick down some doors to find the priest named Flynn.
We'll find him.
Yes, we will.
Dare I ask who he's a priest of?
Asmodeus? Asmodeus.
Deals with devils. Yeah. I suppose that's in line at the moment. We need to get his armor off. It's going to hurt him the longer it's on him.
I can carry him to the tank.
I can also we can let him rest here. I can cast Dispel Magic and just get it off of him.
Okay,
But you need to be there with a bag ready to catch it.
I got it.
All right. And I'm gonna go over to Ruckus and just... Nothing makes you ready to see that. Okay.
You also think this might be a time that you could actually unhook and lose the head of Harabaz if you were...
I did think about it.
Swear to
But
God,
he was
if
next
you
to
do,
me.
That would have been a problem.
I do consider it briefly, but then I'm like, he'll want that. I can make it disappear into... I can make it disappear.
who will give me my head?
Okay.
In an alternate reality.
I can make it disappear into a bag of holding if I really need to.
Oh, you still have my bomb. Well, I guess you can keep it. It's your bomb now.
You are not wrong. All right, I'm gonna rest my hands on him and just feel how cold he is under my touch already. I'm just like, and cast Dispel Magic.
Uzo,
So you also realize his body is, while it's not normal temperature, it's also not super cold.
It's cooler than it should be, but I do note the difference.
The gentle repose is...
Will Dispel Magic take away the gentle repose?
If you cast it on Ruckus.
No, I chose an object, and I'm casting it on
Okay.
the armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question though. Gentle repose. It says that it. What's the exact wording?
It extends.
It effectively extends the time limit on raising the target from the dead, since days spent under the influence don't count against the time limit of spells such as Raise Dead. Since we caught it within the first minute, did it effectively stop the timer? And would Revivify work?
Potentially.
So I could try Revivify.
You could try.
Thanks.
Just saying you could try.
worth a try.
Yeah, it's always worth a try.
The only thing we do know is that we were told that it's going to require something bigger.
You don't know if Donovan was right
Oh, fair.
or not.
Yeah.
I mean, he first said Revivify could do it, and then he thought maybe it won't.
Yeah, because
He was uncertain.
and it's hard to tell if it counts as the days or if it just stopped the timer at the 30 seconds from when.
No,
you
that's
passed
how it
on.
works.
If it stopped the timer within the 30 seconds, then Revivify should work.
We'll see.
So I'll try it in the morning. And yes, I'm going to be taking that diamond. And
You
mine.
have one of your own
Yes,
that you keep reminding me about.
It's not worth. It's not worth 1,000 gold.
Your diamond isn't?
Shouldn't be.
We both have a diamond worth 500.
I mean, we...
Then it needs to.
It needs to be both.
We need to have diamond worth 1,000.
Oh, okay. We'll use both.
I mean, we put the value on it. Society puts the value on it.
It's all just paper.
What was that?
It is. So this is actually. So again, this is wordings from D&D Beyond, which might be different than the player's handbook. Diamonds worth 300 gold.
Oh, is that it?
You told us 500 on screen. You
Well,
told
no,
us
that-
500.
that-
Every other ruby was worth 250. The diamond was 500.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it will be. You can
No,
use it.
no. You're saying that Revivify takes diamonds.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
are 100.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's only one. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please use yours.
Yeah. You know what? I haven't been wasting it on stupid bonds. You know what?
This is well worth the attempt. Uzo helps take it off, puts it in Ruckus's bag, puts it aside, puts the Harabus head bag between Ruckus's legs, puts
would
the
appreciate
butter
that.
knife still there,
looking up at him in case he wakes up.
Yep. He would. You know.
Uzo,
T-shirt and boxers.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Uzo's about to walk to the door, but he walks back to the bed and he just like fluffs the hair one more time. Outside the door, he looks to one of the first crewmen he sees.
Okay.
Anyway.
So I was gonna say that by the time you guys get out, as soon as you open the door, Bunny is there because I have ordered him not to let anybody but us in that room.
Okay. So you open it up and Bunny is there.
Bunny, you've read my mind. No one comes in or out of this room if it is not the crew. We have...
Yes. Okay.
Looks points at, I guess, the stowaways are on board. No one comes in or out if it is not us.
Understood.
Then I'm gonna slip out as well, and after I've pulled the blanket up a little bit and wipe some blood off of his face and go, "You idiot! Always throwing yourself in where I can't follow you, you asshole."
Uzo, as he closes the door behind Andraste, I guess after Andraste walks by a little bit, he goes to Bunny and, thank you for your bravery. It is very appreciated, and I'm sure Ruckus would be grateful as well. I knew it was a good call bringing you aboard. You have shown your merit.
Thank you. So have you, especially the last couple weeks. It's inspiring. Thank you.
And Uzo's gonna go around to the other 5 that jumped in and do the same thing.
Okay. They, you can tell that they're also distraught.
I reassure them that this isn't... He's coming back. Whether they believe it or not, I'm adamant.
Okay.
We'll see him again.
You get the sense that at least some of them are not sure. People don't come back.
Yeah. On those, I walk away, I sense it. I understand the look. Believe me, I know. But we need to believe this is possible. Or else it is lost.
And so, you at this point, you're talking to Jensen.
Mm.
And, a couple of the others that are there around. What the fuck is Jensen's,
I don't know.
All
He's
of
got that
them.
disease.
All of them. That's his joke.
Jensen is Asmodeus. Well. You, Uzo, you came back for me. You and the captain came back for me. When you could have just left me.
He's gonna let
Plus,
that
we
go.
got Barry 2 out of it, so thank you.
Everyone likes Barry too.
And Uzo approaches Clint, and he...
Clint
Where
is
can
down.
I-
So Clint is down. He's
Where can I
making
head?
repairs.
Yeah.
You approach, and he's like, there's a gap in. It's basically in your bedroom.
Yeah.
He's in your bedroom, like fixing the ship, and you look out. The water line is right there.
Yeah.
Like it's close. And he's just, getting it up there. There's a couple of people in helping him secure things.
I mean, at this point, Uzo's basically, Clint, is this under control? Where can I help? Do I need to hem the sails? All that stuff.
We'll work on the sails when we stop down for the night. We have 2 people that can pull him down, get him sewn up pretty quick. I imagine by the second night we'll be at full sail.
That is... Forgive me, Clint. I respect your decision or your call, but second night is unavailable. We need to be up tonight. We've got a bunch of people on board who are not ferrying their...
We have to take the sails down to fix them.
We can take them down tonight.
Right.
Yeah. Why would it take 2 nights if...
The sails are not the only thing that needs fixing.
Okay.
There are cross beams, there are supports, there are rigging.
We have additional crew here. We have 12
15.
15 unplanned stowaways that need to be put to work.
No offense, Uzo, but sometimes free is worse than none at all.
I respect that. Thank you for the candid feedback. I just got out of manager training. That just came out.
I understand that feel.
Let me know where I can be of service.
We will work as fast as we can. We will be tired. Have to sleep during the day. Tomorrow, we will work tonight as fast as we can. Have enough crew to pick up their slack. To set sail.
There are no officers at this moment, Clint. If you need us, if you need the captain's help too, we are here.
I could use some help.
You've got it. And Uzo helps with whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he sends off the 2 guys that were helping him to go start up in the forecastle.
Okay.
That was also a hit. So then, I mean, you're holding things in place, and he's getting him. You are helping him.
Mm-hmm.
It's working.
I'm at the helm.
You're at the helm.
Here.
Yeah, and after I've left Ruckus's room, I will have come back out.
Okay, I hear her come back up, and as she's coming up, she sees me in Winthorpe's vision. He's up about 100 feet just outside, looking back to see if any vessels are coming in pursuit.
You do. There are none.
There are none. So I hear her, and or I don't hear her, but she comes up, and I'll come out. Andraste,
Remy,
we are not being pursued.
one good thing to come out of today, I suppose.
Have you seen the damage to the ship?
Some of it. I was here for some of it, and I glance at a cut across my arm. I should mention I'm at about half health.
Are you okay?
Better off than some. Don't worry about me.
I worry about everyone.
No.
Do you have... I see you cast all sorts of spells.
Mm-hmm.
And I only have the few
Right.
that Kumara has granted me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering how you do that.
So, in essence, if I had to... you have to understand that I'm making sense of how everything works for myself.
Of course.
I haven't had any training. But as best as I can understand it, Lyra grants me access to her power in exchange for doing what she wants of me, which is to follow my joy. And she understands that different problems require different tools. And while I always have access to fire, I can decide every day what I think is going to be the most useful at the time.
Interesting.
And sometimes I make a bad call.
What do you mean?
Pretty much since the moment I had access to it, I had Revivify prepared. But not today. And that would have brought him right back.
Do not worry about that, Andraste. Do not worry. He is still with us. You know that.
I do.
You know that. You have to. We must make the crew believe it as well. We serve as an example. Does Lyra, in the knowledge she's given you, have any kind of way to fix any of this?
Not really.
I wish I had magic that could actually do something.
I saw you jump across the surface of the water to land on top of the back of a shark. That's something that you can't do without magic.
That's true, but I cannot fix this ship.
We have hammers and nails and boards. There are mundane ways to handle things. Not everything can be solved with magic. You told me that, remember?
I know it very starkly.
I wish it could.
We will do what we can. Thank you.
Of course.
At that moment, you feel a sudden jerk in the ship. Like you were tossed towards the back a little bit.
As I was holding on to the...
Oh, you're outside. You're outside.
Yeah.
You look up and you see Donovan up in the rigging as he runs his hand across the sail and it closes up.
So I suspect we have a wizard on board.
As he turns and he's like, gives you the thumbs.
I'm just sitting there, like, full of emotion as he is fixing our ship with magic. And just a mental note, figure out how to do that.
Uzo, you see Uzo run from below deck thinking that, like, there's a new attack.
Yeah.
And
It's all right. All's well. The sails are getting fixed.
You're quite capable, Mr. Johnson.
It's just a cantrip. Yeah.
Yes, but some of us don't know it. And so it's extremely useful and we appreciate it. In fact, all of us don't know it.
Message.
Uzo looks around, looks over, makes sure there are no threats, and he goes back downstairs.
Okay. And you see at this point, I mean, there's still a lot more that's broken up there, and he is slowly working his way, casting mending.
Foot by foot.
Foot by foot, casting mending.
So Uzo looks around, makes sure everything's correct, and he kind of looks over at the helm and just kind of like stares daggers at Remy, and then walks back downstairs.
I watch him, and I watch him go. I don't know Andraste. He's really mad at me.
He has lost someone that he truly cares about for what may be the first time in his life. He asked me if this is what family feels like. And from experience, yes, this is exactly what it feels like to lose family.
Doubt he thinks of me that way. It does not matter. I did what I had to do.
You did. And the better part of wisdom is understanding that.
I've never been one that has been known to be wise.
Well, that's why you have me. But you made the right call, and I will stand with you to the end of days, saying that you made the right call there. Did I like it? No. I am far more willing to fling myself after things myself. But it was necessary and it was right. And that's all there is to it.
I should have gone sooner. I felt my place was here on the ship.
If you had gone in when you felt inclined to, I would have been moments behind you. Seconds, even.
And you could have healed him.
Or I would have been savaged by sharks on the way. I was hurt before we entered this battle. One decent attack from a shark and I would be the one bleeding out in the water. And it's the better part of wisdom to understand what you can and cannot do. Even if I hate it. We are only people and we are limited.
Well, the good news is that at least the ship is getting repaired and we will be at Baldur's Gate on time.
Yes.
I think I'm going to take a second. Can you,
I've got it. I'm gonna gently nudge the apple box aside.
And if
Kicks it out from under you.
I do not.
Respectfully.
I step down,
And then I gently nudge it away with my ankle.
and I say, if you see Uzo, he's in command while I'm not on deck.
All right. And if you need me, I'm right here.
Excellent. Winthrop lands. If you need me,
Hello, little friend.
let me know.
All right.
Thank you, Andraste. I appreciate it.
I'm going to reach down and gently squeeze his shoulder.
I take a moment, inhale, and then go into my cabin.
Your cabin's kind of in shambles too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How bad is it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's not great. I mean, your dresser on the back has been knocked aside. It needs tidying up. There's a small hole in it.
It's
Okay.
a 4.4.
I step back outside and I see Johnson up there.
Yeah, and
I see.
Bunny right next to you, keeping people out of.
Yeah, Ruckus.
Yeah.
And I look up at Johnson and I say, Mr. Johnson, there is a hole in my quarters. That gets fixed last.
Stop blowing holes in my ship.
You see him nod. Actually, he sends you a message.
Mm-hmm.
Will do, Captain.
And I close the door and I go over to the hole in the rubble and I kind of right my chair against the desk and look at it. And I take a look at the hole. I just grab my sword and point it right at that area on the ship, and I cast the Eldritch Blast and just blow a hole in it.
So
Wider.
splinters out a little bit wider. Yeah, you do. Actually, roll me an attack.
To hit the broadside of a bar.
Roll a 1.
I should say
that's
roll
18.
roll damage.
Oh, okay. That's 2d10.
You sink our ship.
If you make it so I
that's
can
actually-
Sorry,
turn.
15.
Big fucking-
15 is just what you need
Nice.
to bypass a DR. So you do 15 points of damage to it.
Okay, I will do that.
I
Yeah.
just made it so I can't turn.
No, it's the hole.
Kind of wish you would have got less than 15 because that would have been funny.
Right.
It was a big roll.
And nothing happens.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself a couple times at first level.
Okay.
So that's hey, nice.
I sit down, hands on head in the in my room, and just sit there and kind of mutter to myself a bit and spend a little time in there.
Okay. With that, the day finally turns to night, and the crew is pretty exhausted by this point. And Clint actually comes and raps on your door.
Yes.
Captain, may I speak to you momentarily?
Yeah, come in.
Okay. He comes back. Repairs have been fruitful. Johnson has fully repaired the sails,
Fully, rigging and all.
rigging, everything. Tomorrow he says he can work on the helm, getting the steering secured. I still think we need to slow down for the evening so we don't run into any rocks.
Right, right.
And the crew needs a rest.
They've done excellent. Gather them and gather the officers.
Aye. Will do. He exits, comes down. You see, he talks to a couple people. Kipling goes down to see Uzo, Jensen. Actually, he just looks up at you. We'll gather up there.
I'll be here.
Right.
I make
All
my
the
way
crew?
to the whole crew,
Okay.
everyone, and the 15 extra guests.
Gotcha. So he goes out for a while. Kipling comes down to your door. Mr. Uzo, the captain has requested a meeting of everyone on board.
Now?
It is getting late. Repairs have been fruitful today.
Okay. Thank you, Kipling. I cannot stress enough. Your bravery is the reason why this ship still stands.
And he reaches into his sack and goes, "Here is the dock ledger."
Thank you, Kipling.
Interesting reading in that.
Is it now? He kind of peruses and nods and closes it and heads up.
He goes off to gather more individuals. About 10 minutes later, everybody comes out. They are on the main deck of the ship. Where's the ship? I can describe it. So they're on the main deck of the ship, which is just below. It's out in front of your quarters and below the steering wheel.
Right. The helm. Can we get up to the aft where the helm is so we look
Yeah.
over everyone and they
Yeah.
can hear?
So
Uzo stands down with the crew and the guests looking up. He doesn't take his place with the officers.
Mm-hmm. I see everyone there. I say, crew, newly free prisoners, welcome to the Irregular Phoenix. I am Remy the Fox. I am the captain of this ship. You may call me Captain Remy or Captain Remington, as you like. This person down here, as I point down to Uzo, is the first mate.
Maintains eye contact, doesn't move.
okay.
Uzo. And this is our other officer, Andraste. As you have seen, we encountered quite a bit of enemy fire leaving Electrum Island. Crew, you all performed admirably. You performed perfectly. I watched you guys throw yourselves overboard at the order of your first mate. I watched you guys continue to do your duty and follow our lead. For this, I am eternally grateful. You are to be commended, all. Alas, we have sad tidings, which I'm sure you all know by now.
Little murmur through the crowd.
Ruckus, who gave his life for the ship, now rests in his quarters. There are to be only the officers that are allowed in his room. If you need anything, of course you can see Mr. Uzo or myself. Ruckus died for this ship. He died for this crew. And he died as our brother. But through the grace of Mr. Johnson, there is still time. We would not abandon Jensen, and we would not abandon Barry, and we will not abandon any sliver of hope that could bring Ruckus back to us. We make for Baldur's Gate. We expect some level of resistance, but I promise you this: nothing will stand in our way. We will tear through every level of hell if it means getting Ruckus back. Now, what I need to know is if you crew are ready and willing to storm the gates of hell itself if necessary to accomplish that.
Persuasion check with advantage.
Gods for that advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for that advantage. Kind of tired.
It's 26.
Yeah. So you see this insight check from you. You see you see a swell of energy come over the crowd as they are pumped as well. And they're like, yes, we will do this. Phoenix. Ruckus. You're still unsure. I mean, if you want to be.
Of the crew.
No, I mean
Of his. What did I insight? The crew's like fervor.
I just wanted to forget it.
I mean,
How do you feel about that?
so.
How does Uzo feel about that?
Yeah.
What does
So,
Uzo do? Everyone else is
Everyone
cheering,
else is
getting
rousing
pumped up.
and
Yeah.
getting pumped up, and Uzo still maintains eye contact and he doesn't move.
Yeah.
He's still very solemn. He accepts it, but he feels like it's an obligation for the captain. He's doubting the captain has his back, and it might be coming across in his eyes. But
Gotcha.
this is what he's doing anyway. In the same way he was biting his tongue for Dendar,
Right.
he's kind of like keeping his composure for the objective.
Gotcha. And by doing so you immediately notice everyone is pumped. He's just standing there staring in this crowd of people.
I make eye contact with him briefly and quickly look away, back at the crew, and say, we told you that there would be danger, but I promise you this, the lengths to which that we will go to save Ruckus will be dangerous. And if you're here with us, then I have no doubt that we shall succeed.
And there's a final yeah.
For the time being, we finish our repairs, get some rest. You have earned it. And any ale that we have is available for any who want it.
The only... no, never mind.
So Clint looks over and says, dinner will be in a half hour.
Thank you, Clint.
We will see you at dinner.
And everybody sort of kind of disperses.
So dismissed. And
Yeah. They waited.
Everybody notices there's not a Flamber's throne.
The crowd dismisses and like some brush past Uzo as he still kind of stands there and stares and is like the last one to like turn and walk away.
And then Dross is going to go back to the wheel.
So Clint comes up, and at this point, he says it's time to set anchor.
What time is it about?
It's late.
All right.
It's like it's getting 9ish.
About 10:05, you'd say.
Yeah, exactly. And dinner is ready. It is served. Clint brings you each a plate if you are not with the crew, or do you want to dine with the crew?
I go down with the crew,
Okay.
and I dine with them at this time.
Uzo kind of oversees. He doesn't dine yet. But he's just making sure everybody's eating their fill.
Okay.
Andraste is staying up at the helm. She's going to stay there until we drop anchor.
Okay. So Clint brings you food.
He uses his food and some of his rashes for some of the prisoners.
Okay.
We have food for the moment.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he just makes sure that the prisoners eat.
So you are on one end of the sort of the dining area, and you are kind of watching, and you see Remy come down to join the dinner as well. On the other end of the sort of long table.
And as everyone's eating, I go sit down in a little space that's empty. I'll just say to the crewman who's there, "Is the seat taken?"
It's available, Captain.
Thank you. Do we have any box for me to sit on? It's a joke.
Right.
A little levity to break the
Yes.
sadness a bit.
Yeah. I think we're feeling hopeful.
Good.
It appears that Johnson's quite capable. Interesting fellow.
We almost did not save his life. We were not there for him originally,
Oh. Interesting.
Yes.
but as fate would have it, we did. And he was here to help us. Guess that's a lesson that we all must learn, huh? Fate works as it does.
I was going to say never look a grenadier horse in the face.
Don't do it, you'll never stop. And just keep talking and talking and talking.
So through the kind of low clamor, Uzo's just kind of over, and how are you doing? Thank you. Have you had enough? Kind of going around the table.
Yeah.
And he gets to Stace and Trace, and he goes, "Before you retire, I would like to have a word with you. But please, eat up. I'm glad you two are back together."
Yeah. And you see, they're holding hands under the table, just kind of. I think we're finished. Should we?
Please, yes. As he ushers them up and just kind of once around and makes the eye contact and just kind of walks away.
Okay. So you head up with both of them. Stace is still wearing the robe of the cult. There's not extra clothes for this many people on board.
I assume we're under like the stars of the ship, and
So
it's
you
not really
go
like a
up.
private convo.
You do notice if you wanted to be, you see Andraste at the helm. If you want to go on top of the forecastle, that'd be private. But
No, he sees Andraste and he nods as he, I guess, has like a triangular conversation with them. And
Yeah, Andraste is going to return the nod and then just look at Trace. Just a long, cold, hard stare, and then back to what she's doing.
Uzo kind of understands. And he somberly says, "Look, I'm glad we brought you two back together. And this has cost us more than you could know or appreciate. I am not trying to put this on you. We made our decisions, all of us. My inquiry to you are twofold. If you would like this is a conversation that needs to happen amongst officers, but if there is somewhere that you think we could let you off, or if you want to leave and take the other prisoners with you, we could do that. But I need to ask you about your origins, simply because of your skin complexion.
Oh, okay. Trace.
He stares at Stace, yeah.
So Stace, right. Well, I was born in Waterdeep. I guess a well-off family, if you would say so. Owned a small shop. My parents. I don't know. I needed to get away and went to Baldur's Gate, and that's where I met Trace here. It was an interesting time. Well, Baldur's Gate was there was I mean, the ball spawn had happened, and it was a chaos.
Uzo's kind of deadpan, and he goes, I appreciate your life story, but I am more interested in your heritage. Where have you encountered in any of your travels an isle, a land full of people that look like us? Me, you, and Trace. A home, if you will.
I mean, there are people like us all over the place. In Neverwinter and the Dale Lands. As far as I know, there's no one place where we are.
That was my fear. Thank you for your help. I hope you two enjoy the time that you have together. No. And he goes to Parry, goes, rest up.
Thank you. And as far as, I hear we're heading to Baldur's Gate.
We are, yes.
I guess that's as good a place as any.
Are you familiar with Baldur's Gate? I have never been.
Yes, it is. It is a noble's playground, I guess. The upper city is off limits to all but the actual families and servants of the nobles.
He looks to Trace and he looks. So you have a very specific familiarity with this place.
Yeah, well, yes.
If I asked you to do us a favor, would you be able to draw us a map of Baldur's Gate? Specifically, where we might find the High Priest of Amadeus there.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Amadeus, huh?
As Amadeus. He killed Mozart!
Amadeus.
Asmodeus.
Do you know how they did that thing where they're like, oh, look up the #1 song during your birthday when you were born? Mine was
Nice.
that. Amadeus. Rock me, Amadeus.
Sorry.
That movie's
What a
like 2.5
moment.
hours long.
I broke, I'm sorry.
Looking for Asmodeus. We need a map of Baldur's Gate.
I can draw a map of Baldur's Gate. The different wards, certainly.
Yes.
The gates. What ones are more heavily guarded than others? I don't know exactly where a cult of Asmodeus would be, but I do know where the cult of Mammon is. And from what I understand with the rivalry, they must know where each other's locations are, or at least have an idea.
If we were to approach the cult of Mammon in a fashion that depicts the enemy of my enemy as my friend, would they point us in the right direction?
Perhaps.
Without a fight?
I would lean towards the torture them method, but that's just me asking for payback, I suppose.
Yeah, then you are talking to the right officer.
Right. I'm sure coin goes a long way in Baldur's Gate. If somebody knows, they'll tell you for 5 gold.
So Baldur's Gate is not very different from the rest of the world.
It's just worse.
People are people are people.
Thank you both.
Right?
I look forward to the map, and I would probably pick your brain over the remaining days to make sure that I understand the layout.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank
you again. And at that point, both, actually, Trace hugs you. You succeeded. You rescued not only Stace, but 14, 15 other people. You were a hero.
Thank you. I take solace in that when remembering my friend.
He is also a hero.
Yes, he is. Maybe you will get to meet him one day. He looks to Stace.
I've seen you before do incredible things. I do not doubt it one bit.
Uzo hugs back. Thank you.
All right. And with that, it gets late. Clint comes up, and it's time for you to take a rest.
Are we dropping anchor?
Yes. And
All
we
right.
drop anchor.
Let's do it then.
All right. So the ship slows down. Sails are furled.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Drop
I think you nailed it.
All right.
Sails are undropped.
Raised.
Yeah. And the ship slows down as the stars are out on this evening. And everybody, except for a small number of crew to keep watches, Bunny is up there at the door. Looks fine.
Andras is gonna take a moment to just take stock of everything, holding her plate in her hands, and just, I guess this is as good as it gets tonight, and makes her way to her room.
Okay. So you go to your room. At this point, it is, I don't know, you're
Hold on. Come out
okay
from that.
from
eating.
From eating. Yep,
Yeah,
you come
after.
up.
I come up and
Everybody
I-
down there is hitting bunks.
Okay. I see Bunny still up there.
Yeah.
And I go, Bunny, have you eaten?
Clint brought me something.
Good.
I can stay here.
No, you should rest. You should rest.
I don't have to. I'm a tough bugbear. Look at the size of this axe. Only badasses have axes like this.
Clearly. However, we want you in top condition when we get to Baldur's Gate. So, you will have a rotation with someone you trust.
Right. If you can get Kipling for me.
Lord knows I cannot get that halfling to do anything. But I will have a word.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He's, as far as the crew, with the blade, with smarts, Kipling's top. I mean, Clint is top.
Yes.
Kipling's up there.
And you trust him.
I do.
That's good enough for me. Very well. I'll go see to it.
Very well. And he will assume his position until he's relieved.
Okay.
4 hours passes.
And I'm up.
You are up. It is the middle of the night, 2 a.m. It is quiet.
You realize Uzo's still on the deck. He hasn't gone to bed.
Give me 1 second.
No worries.
All right. As soon as her 4 hours are up, like she's up and moving, and comes back out, and I mean it's like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, 2 in the morning. It is. There are a couple of lanterns. So there is a crew member above your quarters who you did not hear at all during that,
Very soft-footed.
as well as 2 other crew members on the main and someone at the back of the ship as well.
And I nod to the ones that I pass as I pass them. And where do I see Uzo?
Leaning over the side, kind of grasping the amulet in his hand.
All right. I'm gonna come up next to him, just like.
As you come up next to him, he's essentially like torturing himself, using minor illusion to play back Ruckus's voice. What is he playing back?
Did you hear his dying words?
No.
Oh, dang it. He's playing back. I'd say the highlights. You know, you're getting a highlight.
Let's
reel
hear it.
of-
Which highlight?
How about a badger?
Have you ever seen your penis before? I don't know.
Axe big and magnificent. And I'm kicking down the door very happily. You're getting slow motion clips, a montage, really.
Yeah. So I think you can hear that as well because
Yeah.
it's
an illusion, yeah. I'm gonna come up next to you and touch your shoulder. Have you gotten any rest?
No. I feel like if I go to sleep, I might forget something.
You won't. If nothing else, he is a very strong presence.
That he is.
I'm going to try something,
Are you feeling up to it?
and I'd like you there. Because if this doesn't work, I'm going to go throw myself off the edge of the boat, and I'd like
we
someone to
don't
catch me
need
before
that.
I do that.
But we are on our way to Baldur's Gate.
We are.
So don't. This is an attempt, Andraste, okay? This is not a certainty.
But he was able to put him into a repose very quickly, within the time frame that if I had had this ready, I could have just saved him. So there's a chance.
I know how you get to yourself. And he puts his hand on his her shoulder and he goes, if there's anyone on this ship who has faith in you, it is me.
Thank you.
Do your best. That's all.
That's all I can
That's
do.
all anyone can ask.
All right. Come on. And I'm going to make my way back to Ruckus's quarters and just lightly touch Bunny on the shoulder and be like,
It's Kipling.
it's
It's
Kipling now?
Kipling now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
So there's a, and you come up, and he is. You actually don't see him at first,
Look around.
and he kind of steps out from the stairs that go up to the top. It goes, welcome.
Thank you. You
I
can
was worried.
Don't be worried around me, Mr. Uzo.
Good to know you are keeping watch. Shall we?
Let's shall. And she steps inside, and just like her hands are shaking. But she reaches into her bag of holding and pulls out the diamond.
Uzo kind of touches her hand and steadies it as it shakes. You've got this.
One way or another. And
Steps back and let's go.
she takes off her holy symbol and holds it in one hand and the diamond in the other, and just looks at Ruckus's body for a moment. Squares her shoulders, walks over, and puts the diamond right next to the butter knife on his sternum, and then cups her holy symbol in both hands over his head and just goes, "Please let this work. Please." And casts Revivify.
And you feel the power of Lyra again, the same power you felt when you tried to stabilize him. with Spare the Dying. You feel that energy consume over you, into your hands, into your holy symbol. And that is where we're going to call it for tonight.
Yes!
We will be back next week for Chaos Agents.
You bastard! You bastard!
I was wondering late. It's 10:24. My God.
And it could have taken you
good.
2 minutes to.
So good.
Open the way closed, and you blew that.
Perfect.
Quality.
Perfect. Well done.
I'm exhausted.
That was.
Okay.
We've got bits coming in.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. So much.
Isumawa.
Ooh.
Isumawa. 500 bits to the players. We'll do a little bit of a count.
Thank you so much.
Tamago Tora, the
Hey.
players for all the role play. So whatever is unused, which will be all of these 4 bits coming your way, will go into the boy for a future giveaway. And then Rav, I said Tamago Tora, right? On the
Yes.
list? Okay.
Yes.
And then Rav Starburner, 1,000 bits.
Thanks,
You made
Shane.
him cry.
Oh, what?
It was
Emotional.
the butter knife.
Ah, man.
It got me too. So.
That was real good.
Yeah.
I got her too. I got Ghislaine.
And then I believe it was Tamago Tora that said in the chat after your speech, the crowd, all of them throw their flamberges over.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry. That's awesome.
So 2 more to go.
So that'll be
into the
6
boy.
to go into the boy. We have 4.
So
4
you have
left over.
4,
Oh no. 7 going into the boy.
Close.
Close.
Oh,
So
man.
close.
Thank you guys so much. This is probably the most emotional episode that I've lived through.
So
This is Ruby Rod signing off. That's the best episode ever.
So Warren came up to me before the show and said, "Hey, can I?" You said, "Can I have an animal, like a dolphin or a whale, to that I can talk to, and we'll shoot out of the water onto the ship?" And in my mind, I said, "Oh yeah, there would be animals in there. Yeah, there'd be sharks."
Oh, and here we are.
Nom nom nom.
And
So-
the rest is history.
So I will say this: you guys know how I normally roll, right?
You rolled real well tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of ones. So the mighty
And that
meeple
one.
is going to get a set of dice that killed Ruckus.
That's
Congratulations!
Do we put it in like
Treasure
a
those.
case, like a baseball or something?
Better villains than you have tried.
These dice killed Ruckus.
Wow.
Holy
That's a good
shit!
pair.
Oh, yeah.
22 AC. That's a
Yeah.
good pair.
Yeah. Wow.
And you cast shields several times.
Twice.
Yeah,
At least
actually,
twice.
all the ones in my forehead are, along with my soul, are gone.
Man.
Yeah. So we're coming back on Tuesday. Tomorrow we're playing Arkham Horror.
Yep.
Tiana, myself, and Ezra. Amy is still out. Saturday we have more Call of Cthulhu.
We might actually figure out a family curse. Or live and let live. We'll find out.
There are ghouls.
There are people with organs through their... It's weird. It's scary. It's dumb. I hate it.
A lot of slim
Is it
goodbyes.
translucent skin?
Yes.
Is that what it is? They are the faded.
Yeah.
Crossover.
the faded.
That's
Yeah.
right. We're the
They're the Holloman. We're the faded. What?
Nice. You were so on point on that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Arnold, right?
Oh, man. I have so many emotions.
Nothing. Never mind. Yeah, I was on point.
Yeah. You said early on we're the faded, right?
Did I do?
Pandemic.
To
like this?
pandemic?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
No, I said something else. Pandemic-y.
I've
we did.
added coronavirus to all of our pandemic like data tags.
Yes. Yes.
So
Cut to 2 weeks
Yes.
later.
yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in, for joining us, for being a part of this. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Like,
was
I
really
saw
not
I
expecting
saw the shock.
Natural 20, I got you.
I saw the shock on your face, but he hadn't been healed before he went in.
Yeah.
I was like, just
That's
watch.
the other thing. Andras is kicking herself.
I
for.
trusted not a single
He wasn't
time. I was
healed
like,
when he went
for
in.
some reason, I have a bad feeling about no matter what I. Oh.
Ruckus is gonna pop
Tommy
up
didn't
like
bring
the
it up.
Undertaker. Uzo's gonna reflectively punch him in the face. Oh my god!
Wow.
Which about her not being fully healed or him not being fully healed?
I hope that kills me again.
Yeah.
You come back with 1 hit point. Make that saving throw.
Get the clerk back in here, or the other thing.
Wow. Okay, so
We do have a big episode coming up on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Monday.
Monday.
Well, we Sen.
Yes.
Sen?
Exactly. We left off on that cliffhanger as well.
So many cliffhangers this
Yeah.
week. What the actual fuck?
I mean, this takes the cake for sure. But Sen coming back next Monday, or is she?
Or is she?
Ted, Sen, Ruckus, I am fully clenched. I'm terrified.
Can you squeeze out another diamond for us?
I haven't.
Hole up there. There we go.
When they die, they void their bells. So just give it some time.
I mean, we caught you pretty fast.
So
Hopefully
That's
fast enough.
thank
We'll
you.
find out.
Amy will thank me for doing cliffhangers. That's what she wants. She loves cliffhangers. To get
Amy,
people
I love
to-
That was a
Why?
really good one. Oh my God.
So here's the thing.
They sound
Tune in early next Tuesday because
We're gonna resolve it.
something's gonna happen.
Wow.
Something's gonna happen. So that's it. Thank you. Good night. Man, thank you for joining us. And thank you guys for such amazing role play.
Thank you.
Worth it to
This
hang out
is
with our
amazing.
friends, for sure.
I felt like I died.
Right.
You guys killed me.
All right. Thank you. Good night.